Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to what might be a new series? Probably? Like a 90% thing? This is Touhou Danmaku Kagura, which is a sort of a revamp slash port of a failed mobile Touhou rhythm game. Very much the only one out there, actually. Except they completely redid it and made it like a proper game for computers and stuff. So it's actually, you know, good now because it's not on mobile. 1 second here. I just realized there's a slight chance I don't have any room. Oh no, I do have some room on my hard drive. Okay. I like start streaming. I'm like, wait a second. My hard drive might actually be full and I might not be able to record, but we're good. We should be good, unless this goes for like 20 plus hours, which I don't think it will. I mean, as good as this game looks to be, I've been waiting for this game for like, I don't know, close to actually 2 years now, I want to say, was when they first like announced it was going to PC, and I was like, holy shit, yes please, because while rhythm games on phones are fine, they're one of the few exceptions I'll make to play if I have no other option. It's so much nicer when this sort of thing comes to PC. So we're going to check this out today. This one actually, one of the reasons I decided to stream it was because it's got a story mode, because we don't have enough visual novels on stream. Why not add one more to the pile? I mean, wouldn't be the first time I streamed a rhythm game visual novel after all. So that's what we're going to do today. I don't know too much about this game beyond the fact that it's basically, it's a VSRG, but it's all Touhou music. And there's a track by Toby Fox, if you can believe that, in here. Craziest crossover you'll ever see. So we'll probably check that out later at some point. How's the game audio? Game audio looks fine. I feel like it's almost too quiet, but I'll see. We'll leave it for now because when we get into the actual rhythm game, it's probably going to be like 10 times louder, and then I'm going to regret any decisions I make on turning it down. Oh, whoops, did not realize that was going to minimize it. Alright, the world was empty. Withered land and crumbled buildings, blanketed quietly and endlessly by falling sand. In the vast bleak desert, a dry wind blew away the grains of sand. Suddenly a small blue light glimmered somewhere then in that faded world. The girl opens her eyes at the sensation of sand against her cheek. She wore a traditional red and white outfit, a large bow adorned her hair. The girl sat up, brushed off the sand that piled up, and looked around. She knew nothing. She remembered nothing. Not of the wasteland, nor herself. Who am I? A voice responded to the girl's puzzled question. You are Reimu Hakude. The voice was light, like a tinkling bell, neither female nor male. The girl named Reimu looked up to see a floating ball of pale blue flames. The voice was coming from the ball of blue fire. You're the shrine maiden of Hakude, although you may not remember. What are you? Amitama. You are Reimu, and this is Gensokyo. Once a verdant and beautiful world. Reimu stood. Blue flame known as Mitama flickered and began to move. Stangried on the sand, she followed it after it without a second thought. But now the sorrows of the people fall down as grains of sand. The people of Gensokyo were here. Maybe they'd have a name for this. Perhaps the Sand Sorrow Instant. Sand Sorrow Instant. Muttering, Reimu stepped down and crouched. Cracked, faded vermilion pillars peeked out from the sand. They appeared to be part of an old torii gate. Nearby, Reimu found a nameplate. She brushed the sand off the lettering. How do you read this? Oh, Hakude Shrine. There's a shrine where you worked and the key to protecting this world. You once could see the beauty of Gensokyo from where you stand now. Reimu looked up at Mitama's words. However, there's nothing here. No flowers, no greenery, no signs of life, just sand and ruins. Yes, now it is all buried by sand. The one who brought ruin to Gensokyo. Reimu, this is your doing. I had no eyes or mouth, but the blue flames were staring at Reimu. You have to remember the reason. Remember? But how? It's simple. You must do the Danmaku Kagura. What's that? Reimu tilted her head curiously while Mitama explained. Danmaku Kagura was popular in what was once Gensokyo. A dangerous yet beautiful game of battling using Danmaku music and dance. Gensokyo place had some wild games trending. Seeing Reimu looked more puzzled and puzzled, Mitama laughed. Do it too. Let's try a round. Alright, so pretty much from typical VSRG, very similar to like DJ Max, except without the extra lanes. So actually, if anything, more like Easy Tone or Osumania, really. But yeah, otherwise pretty straightforward. So Great Spell, fill the gauge, border higher. Okay, so it's more like, it's less about surviving and more like just getting a high score. Kind of like Tycho, actually, in that case. That's kind of nice. I like that approach. Alright, 2 types of notes, different appearance and sounds. Notes that require you to hold. Wait, or oh yeah, yellow and blue is probably just to differentiate the lanes more than anything. Hold notes, tap notes, and great fills gauge, bad lowers it. Okay, pretty straightforward. What does a Terraria Blood Moon do? That's just zombies and shit. Basically, just stand in your house and, you know, wait. That's like the best way I can describe it, because like they're really pointless. They don't really drop anything, and they're just annoying as shit. So yeah, it means you don't get to play the game for like the next 10 minutes is what it means. Well, I say that, but there's enemies that can still come into your house if you're not careful. But just like put a little box around yourself and just wait the night. Honestly, best solution for a Blood Moon in Terraria. So this game is 6 key by default, so this is going to be certainly interesting. Let me know how loud this is, because I think I might turn it up, but we'll see. Looks like, oh, let's say it looks fine on stream. Okay, numbers say yes. You know, I'm kind of actually glad this is like level 1 for like a 6 key, because as good as I am at 4 key, I'm still like not great at 6 key. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, if there becomes an option later to change the amount of keys, then I might opt for it if it comes down to it. But you know what? I want to get good at 6 keys, so if this is an excuse to do that, then great. Fine by me. Nice. I like that the game tells you when notes are a chord. Oh, wow, good. Just, you know, completely let go of the key, why don't I? You still haven't been a boss? Damn. What are you doing in the game, may I ask, then, if you haven't been a boss yet? Because, like, I feel like there just wouldn't be anything to do. If we consider the amount of time you claim to be playing in that world, I feel like I would have run out of content ages ago without defeating a single boss. Want to make a Flink Step and get like 200 health so I can beat it. Oh, okay. I mean, good luck with that. That's probably not a bad idea, to just like grind out all your heart containers right away. Never a bad idea to do that, I'd say. Oh, if you're in a cave, you're fine. The Blood Moon only affects the surface. If you're in a cave, then continue doing what you're doing. That's probably a good use of your time. Until I need 200 health before I can fight Eye of Cthulhu. You shouldn't need 200 health to fight Eye of Cthulhu. You just need to farm the right ingredients. Is that like a newer thing or something? Because I remember fighting Eye of Cthulhu before I even got my first heart container in that game. Nemi's body naturally began to move as she followed Mitama's instructions. She danced and fired Danmaku. She thought she could hear music. Fired more Danmaku to the beat, skipping her feet and waving her arms. Then the sand particles lifted up by her movements glittered and sparkled. What is this, a card? After finishing her Danmaku Kagura, a single card fell into her hand. It is a Mitama card. It's a crystallized memory of the former Gensokyo. It picks a moment that may have happened in days long lost. On the Mitama card was a picture of Reimu. Looking at it, she shook her head. I don't remember. Did this actually happen? As she muttered in disappointment, she felt a sudden pain and held her head. An unfamiliar scene appeared in Reimu's mind. Sandstorm so intense that one would lose all sense of direction. Strange girl in black, pointy hat is showing something. I can't hear or understand. The voice and figure disappeared in the sand. Take care of Gensokyo. Amidst the faded hues of sand, those words reverberated in Reimu's ears. What was that? Reimu, holding her aching head and grumbling, saw Mitama spin in a circle. Looks like you've regained one. Is that one of my memories? Yes, a memory you had lost. Are you ready? You must wander this wasteland, collect Mitama cards, and regain your memories like that. That's what you must do after destroying Gensokyo. Bothers me to hear that's my fault when I have no memory of it. Yes, indeed. So you must remember, because that's how the world will recover. Freezing by Reimu's concerns, Mitama continued to talk. The Reigen Kaisei prayer is needed to restore Gensokyo. Prayer? Are you telling me to do that too? It's not hard. You just have to pray to the gods for the world to recover. That's all. I guess I can do it. However, I don't anticipate your prayers of having much effect right now. You should travel around and make gradual progress with recovery. Just go around the wasteland and collect Mitama cards. You're suspiciously knowledgeable. What are you? Reimu glared, and Mitama's blue light trembled as if it were laughing. I'm someone who knows your secrets, the ones you don't know. Who I am and what your secrets are. I'll tell you all of that when you regain all of your memories. Retrieve your memories, whispered Mitama. Wander the sandy wilderness, collecting Mitama cards and recovering memories. Perform the Reigen Kaisei prayer to rebuild Gensokyo. The memoryless girl sighed with exasperation. Well, fine. I guess I'll do it. Seems it's what I have to do now, and I have no other options. Now then, where should I start? There are 4 villages nearby. Any one of them would be a good start. Reimu blinked at Mitama's words. Villages? You're saying there are people in this desert? More like shadows? There's no colorful life like yourself in this world. Only beings called ephemerals leading quiet lives. I see. The red and white girl and the blue flame began to wander the world of sand. Oh shit, we got a world map. That's pretty fancy for a rhythm game. Okay, so like each one's a world. I'm getting like Supernova, DDR Supernova vibes with the way this is laid out. Areas are collections of spots. View all episodes in the area to advance the story. Rite of restoration performed after all main stages in a spot have been completed and the episodes have been viewed. And then obtain after completing rhythm game stages. Okay. Sounds good. Well, I guess we don't really have a lot of options except to start here. Oh, and then you can just view everything. Nice. Oh, that's what I want. Perfect. This is the one we just did? Do we have to do it again? Oh no, this is new. Okay. Several hours were spent walking the sands with the sun blazing brightly. Wiping away sweat and shielding her eyes, Reimu notices something. I see something. Oh, it's a village of ephemerals from the area. We made it faster than I thought we would. Very good. Reimu stopped in her tracks when she heard Mitama's unconcerned words. Wonders if Mitama understands how painful it is to walk on sand. Huh? What's the problem? Why'd you stop? Let's go quickly. Reimu wanted to complain, but decided to ignore it and move on. Damn, imagine forgetting that you can fly. That would kind of suck. A real village. Few dry but well-maintained fields were planted, and beyond them stood a row of small, neatly mended houses. There were stores as well as residences, and shadowy human-like figures. You could see the ephemerals, the inhabitants of this world, shopping. Reimu approached an ephemeral walking down the street. Hey, is there an inn here? Ephemeral seemed momentarily puzzled, but responded affably. Oh my, so rare for us to have a traveler. An inn. Yes, indeed. It's a bit ragged. But we do have one. Although it was once magnificent. While the ephemeral complained about how bad the inn has gotten, it kindly escorted Reimu to the inn. Well, considering how shitty everything outside looks, the inside's pretty nice. The inn she was shown was indeed old, but she didn't find it so bad. It keeps out the sun and the wind. That was enough for Reimu, now exhausted from walking the desert. Reimu rolls over onto the thick futon. Oh, this is amazing. I'd love to sleep right now. Hey now, you have something you need to do. I know, just 5 more minutes. Clinging to the soft comfort, Reimu's ears suddenly heard a listless voice. Sheesh, this is why I hate modern tools. She heard complaining and the sound of digging near a window behind the inn. Curious, Reimu forced herself up and approached the window. Peeking out, she saw an ephemeral sighing as it plowed the field. Said this was no good, but no one understands. It's getting you down. Sticking her head out the window frame, Reimu spoke to the ephemeral. What, you ask? Perhaps not used to seeing travelers. The ephemeral looked surprised, but it stopped plowing the field and showed the farm tool it held. This thing, it's new. Just got it today. It's so easy to use that it makes me angry. What? Excuse me? Yes, I'm upset that my job is easier now. These stupid tools getting in the way of a hard day's work. Amy was silent for about 5 seconds. Why would that make you angry? I told you, it's too easy to use. I can't struggle with it. Huh? Isn't it good when something's easy? Miss, you don't get it. Struggles can lead to great things too. Ephemeral nodded with a smug face. Oh, I miss the old days. Farm tools have been improved so much that they lost their old charm. With that, the ephemeral turned to the field and resumed farming, grumbling. What's all that about? Closing the window, Daimu intentionally came face to face with Mitama. After a short rest, Daimu decided to look around the village. They came across ephemerals everywhere she went. One came out of a small restaurant saying, "It wasn't tasty at all. Doesn't compare with the predecessor's cooking." Well, let me guess. The previous person's cooking was worse, and that made it better. Sensing a theme here. One played a board game saying the new rules are too hard and boring. The old version was simpler and fun. One read a massive book saying, this author's new work is middling. It's not as vivid as it used to be. Each one would say this as if speaking in chorus. Oh, I miss the old days. Okay, those last two I can understand, but like how far gone you have to be to complain about work being easier? I don't know about that one. There's gotta be a limit. Nemu looked fed up as she left the village. What's with this village? All they do is complain about the present. Isn't there a limit to nostalgia? Sheesh. Don't be angry. Other than that, it's a fine village. Offhandedly placated by Mitama, Nemu went on into the wasteland to collect Mitama cards. Oh yes, other than all the people complaining all the time, the place is fine. It's not like, you know, village is like 90% people and 10% anything else. God damn it, of course we're starting with this song. Why wouldn't we start with this song? Can I use... Oh, I can use keyboard. I don't know what it is with rhythm games, like, having, like, really weird, awkward keyboard support. And by which I mean almost non-existent. Okay, how hard do we want to go with this here? This is 6 key we're talking about, and I have no idea what these numbers mean in context. Let's go with a normal and see how that goes. Also, I'm gonna... Can we go to the menu somehow? How far back do we have to go from menu? Settings. I'm gonna turn up the volume just a bit because it's at 50%. Let's try 75. Just to make the rest of the game louder. I'm trusting OBS to cover anything that goes over. So what's this staff that you're trying to go for, Jack? I've never heard of a Phalanx staff. That must be like a newer thing that was added after the last time I played. Never heard of that. Now, question is this the full version or is this the truncated version? The previous song sounded pretty long. I mean, I don't know how long it actually was. I didn't time it. But it sounded like a full, proper, like 2-3 minute song. But I'll know right away if this is like the truncated version or not. There's an easy way to tell. Because it's shown up in other rhythm games. Yeah, this is also pretty easy. I might crank it up to hard next time. So it doesn't seem like I need to worry about letting go of hold notes. There's no judgment for that. Yeah. Just a matter of like hitting the full thing. Oh no, there is a thing at the end, but you don't have to... So you get one for starting it, and you get one for finishing it, but there's no penalty for like not letting go. Themes anyways? Could be wrong, I need to experiment some more. This reminds me of like the 3.2 star or whatever it was, like the really low, easy version of the song on Osu. Yeah, you still get it perfect, so you can just let it coast. As long as you're holding it, you're fine. Now, if that's the song progress bar on the left. Okay, that's like a slightly different edited version of it. It doesn't just fade out. That's the version I'm used to. About the furry snow blobs that are in the ice caverns? Furry. I know there's like ice slimes. I don't know about any furry slimes. It's one of those with the flink staff. I found little fuckers and then they killed me. Oh yeah, the ice biome is not meant for early game. That's meant for like hard mode at earliest, I would say. You're going there way too early. I would just avoid that place. Alright, where are we going next? So we did that one, right? Okay. Now, is the only way to tell if I've done something if I got one of the missions? Because, like, if I don't do the missions, then how do I know I did it? That's the question. Also, it only shows one mission, but then there's 2 stars. Maybe one's just, like, completion, the other one's mission. That could be it, actually. Okay, let's try 16, because I think the last one was, what, 8, I think? I spawned furries in my house, so let me buy a while, which 5 gold, I don't have any. Yeah, again, if gold, that's like late game. I don't expect to have like any money at the start. Like early game, before you fight any bosses, expect to maybe have like a couple silvers. You gotta fight like the harder enemies to get like all the good money. Now, is it just me or am I like naturally hitting these late? I don't know if that's me or the game. I don't usually have to like actually adjust the timing windows on games like this. I don't usually like necessarily need a timing thing to tell me like if I'm early or late, but it's always nice to have. One of those like little things, it's like it's great to have, but you don't need it necessarily. Although here I definitely would, because I'm curious like why I'm doing bad. Oh, what? I swear I hit that. Is that really only worth a C? Or is this? Oh, I guess the song's only like half over, to be fair. Yeah, that was about the same difficulty, I'd say, as some of the upper end of the six keys I play in like DJ Max. That's pretty good. I'll go with 16 for now. Maybe a couple harder than that to see what happens, but that seems like a good difficulty to go for. Should let me buy a whip with some of these, but it costs 5 gold. I don't have any. What's a good way of getting gold? Yeah, bosses. Bosses are a good way of getting gold. That's why you make a boss arena and you spam bosses and you fight like 10 at once. and then you just farm gold that way. That's how you get money. Yeah, you gotta fight bosses. You're jumping ahead. Oh man, there's like a lot of songs in this section. Holy shit. I don't know how many songs are actually supposed to be in this game. Okay, so is there... Okay, I did the... That's 1, that's 3. Where's 2? Or... Why is this 23? These like side things? Maybe the red things are the only important ones? Or is red the ones I did? No, I didn't do this one. Let me check stages for a sec. Okay, this tells me if I cleared it. And that's not like on this screen, but I guess that's fine. Well, I guess we'll just do these in the order I got. I'm not sure what green and blue mean, let alone 5. Oh, green is this. Ah, yes. Because it's Touhou, of course there's going to be Danmaku. There are games where you defeat enemies to the music while collecting dream jobs. Places where notes flow are note lanes. So you gotta do both at once. I don't know how this is supposed to play, but seeing the screenshots on Steam was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? Move, fight, and obtain items are shooting lanes. Bombs activate a spirit attack to dispel surrounding enemy fire. Okay, pretty straightforward Danmaku rules. HP will decrease while enemy bullets hit you. Okay. At least we can have more than one hit. Use up one life to respawn. Okay. Enemies will drift down and appear when the enemies are defeated. Approach to obtain them. Oh boy. So the default controls I saw for this were like arrow keys for movement and an ASDF for rhythm game. So I have to play it with one hand. I have to play 4-key with one hand, which is really weird to do. And then I have to move with arrow keys. But controller doesn't get arrow keys, so I don't know how this is going to work. We'll give it a try. Was this like catch the beat? Okay, I only have like 2 keys it looks like for now. That's probably for the best. Okay, it's a little catch the beat, a little bullet hell, a little... Yeah, it's... Okay, this is straight up just catch the beat. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, how was I supposed to get that? God, it's so weird to like watch the main area and then also try and play a fucking rhythm game at the same time. Like, you're asking for too much for me. I love this though. This is like the best way you could possibly translate bullet hell into a fucking rhythm game. Like a weird catch the beat hybrid. Actually reminds me of some of like the Aspire style catch the beat maps. A little bit. Is there a way to like go fast? There's no like sprint. I feel like I'm missing a sprint or something. Cause like, yeah, there's the dash panels. But like, some of these it looks like you can't even hit. Unless I'm just really sucking. That was only the first health bar. You know what? That's typical. When it comes to me and defeating Touhou bosses, yeah, that's about right. So the drops don't necessarily line up to the proper dodging areas. Oh, I didn't realize that was like a hold note. It was actually kind of, in a way, reminds me of the rhythm game in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because it's like, it's 2 completely different sets of lanes, but you have to look at both of them, and having to look at both of them is really trippy. Also, I didn't even defeat the boss. That's probably just because I suck. Yeah, I got a D on that. I wonder why. I mean, how long is the song gonna be? I mean, I like that this game does full music, first of all. Big fan of that. Also, if we're gonna do like a full-on like Touhou stage, yeah, that's about right. 4 or 5 minutes, that's about right. What is this? More reading? I like that you get to move around and choose when you want to do story and when you want to just play. With the Mitama cards, Reimu headed to the inn with Mitama. The sun was already setting and the sky was turning red. You lost your memory and now you're gradually recalling the past, right? Mitama, who had been flying a little further ahead, returned closer to Reimu. You miss the old days like the ephemerals in that village? Anything would be better than this heap of sand we have now. You might be right. Satisfied with her answer, just disinterested, Mitama flew ahead again. Does she miss the past? Reimu truly had no idea. The memories from the Mitama cards were not chronological, nor consistent. I'll just have to remember everything first. With a sigh, Reimu tried to collect her thoughts on the memories she regained. How did it go, Aku? Reimu was shown to a room in the mansion where she sat and questioned a girl. The girl called Aku answered without changing her expression. Went back to the times of Ade, but I can only tell you there's no record of what just happened in the past. We have no clue who the culprit is then. Indeed. The rattling sound, the sliding door opens and another girl enters. What is going on? People and things are just suddenly disappearing. I'm looking through our imported books, but I can't find anything similar. The girl lowered the books she was holding to the floor with a thud. Thanks for your help, Kosuzu. Not a problem. I'm almost done reading all the ones I have at home, so I'll summarize them if there's any similar stories. Reimu stands up quickly as if trading places with Kosuzu, who has sat down. Okay, I'll try something else. Thank you, Aku. I'll search a bit more myself. I'll let you know if I learn anything. Voice at Reimu's back. Reimu waved her hand and walked out of the room. Reimu back to reality from her musings, looked at her silent surroundings. People and things suddenly disappearing. Wasteland may have been the result of that instant. Who, why, and how? Reimu still knew nothing. Hey, are we going back to the inn? Mitama's voice makes her snap too. She'd stop in her tracks while thinking. Reimu begins walking again toward the blue ball of fire that awaits her. The area is already dark. The cold wind rustled in Reimu's hair. In the village, Reimu headed for the inn, relying on the lights from houses. Then an ephemeral walked across the street. The gate was unsteady. He passed by, wondering if ephemerals could get drunk. Then there was a thump from behind her. When she turned back, the ephemeral had collapsed. Take that as a yes. Hey, what happened? Oh, no, it's fine. No big deal. The ephemeral weakly rises to its feet and staggers away. Concerned by its unusual behavior, Reimu and Mitama followed it. That's not suspicious or anything. The ephemeral was headed to what appeared to be a small clinic. They peered inside to see it packed with ill-looking ephemerals. Oh, traveler, do you have a cold too? The ephemeral, who looked like a doctor, approached Reimu. Oh, no, but do all of these people have a cold? That's right. Seems to be spreading. Oh my, what about medicine? Do you have any? The disinterested doctor took a box filled with pills from the shelf. We do, but... When Reimu was about to tell it to use it, there was a yelling from behind. Absolutely no medicine! Voices belonged to none other than the cold-addled ephemerals. Oh, I see what kinds of people these are. Denying medication. Where have we heard that one before? Nowadays, people rely on medicine for everything. I think that's not the right attitude. They used to tell us to let diseases heal naturally. That way, the body will get stronger. Oh, I miss the days before medicine. It's all because of medicine. People get careless, catch colds, and mess up their health. Ephemerals argued against the medicine, gesturing with pained bodies. Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before somewhere. Ben was too dumbfounded to speak, looking at the patients. She then ran up to an ephemeral and force-fed it something. What are you... That's bitter! Oh, so it's bitter. Reimu's hand was the medicine box she had taken from the doctor. The ephemeral who just took the pills fainted from the bitterness. Reimu looked around at the remaining patients and smiled weakly. No! Stop! Understanding what will happen to them next, they stared at Reimu with fright. Reimu's eyes snapped up and she glared at the stubborn nostalgists. Shut up! Stop moaning and taking your medicine! Reimu then forced the pills into the mouths of one ephemeral after another. The pitiful screams due to the bitterness echoed. Then there was silence. Ugh! Bitter! It's bitter all the way inside my nose! Reimu placed a wet cloth on the foreheads of the ephemerals. Your coughing has stopped, and your fever is going down. The ephemerals groaned, deflated. Reimu shrugged her shoulders in exasperation. I don't know how good the past was for you. Stop suffocating yourselves with weird obsession. After checking that their symptoms subsided, Amy strode out of the clinic. In hand was a box of medicine. Now then, let's see if anyone else has a cold. If you find someone, you'll cram a pill down their throat. That's my only choice if they decide to whine and refuse to take it. Amy replied in a carefully tone of voice. Tama flickered briefly, stunned. You're enjoying this. I'm thanking them. I'm thanking them for letting me stay at the inn. You should try to hide your smug face when you say that. In the end, Reimu spent the next few days nursing the ephemerals, leaving the village once they were feeling better. Ephemerals watched Reimu walk away without looking back. Finally left. He hit this place like a hurricane. They'd been yelled at, berated, and forced to take their bitter pills. She was a terribly frightening traveler, but fear was not the only thing she brought to the village. Stop suffocating ourselves with our weird obsession, huh? If she hadn't come, who knows what state the village would be in. If we continued to cling to the past, we would have died out. The red and white traveler had forced them to wake up from their nostalgia. It's not good to just go on about old things. From now on, we need to accept new things and change. The eyes of the once sickly ephemerals shone brightly toward the future. And that day they learned a valuable lesson. Believe in the power of medicine. I thought this was supposed to be a fantasy story, not based on real life. Well, that seemed to do the trick. Just give a bunch of anti-vaxxers medicine and then you can, you know, restore all of reality. Really is like magic, isn't it? Hey, Reimu. If you're around, come on out. No answer. She out somewhere? Where could she be wandering around? Sheesh. No visitors and now no shrine maiden. So quiet. Maybe I'll nap. Whoa. What the? Came from the back. Reimu back, or could it be... Hands like this. Open them wider. Like you're doing the breaststroke. Good. I have to be able to see you from afar. Open, close. Open, close. Oh, it's you guys. Weird dance. Are you practicing for an event? Oh, Marissa, it's you. There's no event. We're making a new shrine maiden, Kagura. Kagura? That dance shrine maiden Sue? Should you be doing this without Reimu? That's exactly why, Marissa. Huh? Reimu hardly ever comes back these days, so I, Onkamono, must protect the shrine. That's why I can't just accept things as they are. I need to make something new. I empathize with her, so I decide to help. If this new Kagura takes off, I want us to adopt it at Mordia Shrine as well. So that's what that weird dance was. Which means, you're just running amok. So you figured it out. You're actually right. We've tried many things, like adopting the recent Danmaku Kagura trend, but... Oh, I know. Will you help us, Marissa? Come on. I don't know anything about Kagura. That's the kind of viewpoint we need. Can't get wrapped up in convention. Really? Well then, what about doing a headstand and spinning around? Great idea! I feel like I shouldn't be surprised that they agreed to that, but I kinda am. Huh? I just said it as a little joke. This is what we were missing. Any other ideas, Marissa? Hold on. Chill out. Let me think. Well, let's see. Okay, now turn and pose. Now for a cool finishing line. Ah yes, bringing breakdancing to religious rituals. It's a great idea. No incident unsolved, I'm the fantastic Shrine Maiden, at your service. It's complete. Oh, that was the best Kagura. Yay, we finally did it, Sane. Colorful laser light performance was especially amazing. Running around with fireworks is great. So many new and interesting ideas. This is all thanks to Marissa's suggestions. Thank you. Is this really okay? It's more of a show than a Kagura. Forget convention. This is the Kagura of the new age. I want to show Reimu soon. She'll probably be delighted. Right, you'll certainly get a reaction at the very least. Now then, should go look for the all-important Reimu. Thanks, Marissa. Here's the outfit I made for the new Kagura. Could you give it to her? It's pretty frilly and glitzy, isn't it? I'm looking forward to seeing her in it. Well, I mean, I guess you can't go with convention in Gensokyo. There is no common sense after all. Oh, we just got like everything unlocked. I don't think we finished here, did we? I mean, we kind of did, but we also kind of didn't. There's like 2 more left. Do we get anything if we do more of these, or is it just like do a few and then you get to continue the story? Well, let's find out. Some really good remixes in here, though. Ones you don't really like see in like a lot of rhythm games, at least when it comes to Touhou stuff. I mean, this one in particular is pretty common, but the last few have been pretty new, as far as I'm concerned anyways. I should probably like review my inventory and see if there's like anything we can do if it like actually changes anything. Oh my god. Why was that so hard to read? Maybe I need to turn up the note speed. Yeah, I definitely need to turn up note speed. I realized what kind of pattern that was. I'm like, oh yeah, I usually see that at a much higher speed. Oh, whoops. That's my fault. Damn it. I forgot which note was which. Probably stems from the fact I don't normally play 6-key. Damn, like missing that one little set of notes like completely tanked my score. I mean, still enough to clear, but I saw it just like drop. Yeah, that was like all over the place. I didn't get A. I don't think I'm getting A on any of these anytime soon. I got double S on the first one, but that was like baby difficulty. I mean, this is also how you unlock all the songs. Okay, how do we like do other? Yeah, what does this do exactly? Is this for like mostly Danmaku mode? Check the details of your team and the stats of your heroines and Mitama cards. Okay, so there are stats and shit. Level of your Mitama cards. Cards get stronger with higher levels. Higher the value, the greater the score when hitting a note with the stronger shots. Oh, it's like one of those. Shows your durability. Higher the value, the harder you are to destroy. Okay, so you also get like health and upgrades and stuff. And lives. And bombs even. Oh, there's even like different types of shots. That's kind of cool. So we only have the 2, eh? Well, maybe we'll equip both of them. I realize now that probably is something I should have done ages ago. Oh, they are both equipped. Wait, I have to like switch them? Or is that just to view them here? No? What if I make, like, Yukari the main one? Can I do that? Or no? Oh, you can switch them. Okay, I see. When combo is 20 or greater, score is slightly increased. Damage normally received is slightly decreased. Who has more health? So she has more health, but fewer hearts. But then Reimu has slightly less health, but more hearts. That seems better. But then, okay, I see where the difference lies. Well, why don't we try switching and see what happens? At least when we get to the next Danmaku stage, it might make a difference. Timing for notes is slightly extended. That almost might be fucking with me if that's the case. That sounds like a bad thing, at least in my opinion. Check the details, okay. Hold the level up until use dream drops level up, okay. Number of times you can come, okay, so these also affect all your stats and shit. How many cards we have here? Normal groove gauge losses amount is slightly decreased. I don't think I need to worry about that yet. There's fog, oh no. I hate hidden. Do we have to seriously deal with hidden? That's gonna suck. Wonder when that's gonna get introduced. Damage received is reduced. Bomb is used, score is slightly increased, okay. I don't think I want that one. That's the one that's equipped. That might actually be screwing with me. If the timing's too big, I can't, like, properly play certain songs. Because of the way I hit things sometimes, which isn't ideal, but still. Combo's 50 or greater score is somewhat increased. I don't know if I'm confident in my combo skills enough yet. Wait, normal groove gauge gain amount is slightly decreased? Why would I ever pick that? Like, does it just have really good stats or something? Like, only got 410 because of the extra bomb? No? Why the heck would you pick that? That sounds bad. Like, why would I want... Is it there deliberately to make it harder because you want more difficulty? Like, that seems like a weird card. Like, the loss amount is slightly decreased. That makes sense. That makes it harder to die. But this makes it harder to recover. Why would you pick that? Groove gauge is a funny term. It kind of is. I like it, though. I think the first time I ever saw it was in DDR, so it kind of makes sense there. Although it's used in a different way in that game. It's not a gameplay element, it's just a way to track stats. Here it seems like it's a actual gameplay element. Okay, well this card seems like it's bad. Combo I'm not really confident with. We haven't really had too many of the shooting stages, so I don't really care about those. See, I haven't seen Fog yet either. Maybe that one? I guess we'll go with this one for now, just because... Well, which one of these has better stats? This one has more life and an extra bomb. This one just seems better overall. I can even, like... I've got a lot of these. There we go. I'm investing it all. Well, maybe not all, but, like, a lot. Okay, which one of these have we not done yet? This one. It's another boss fight, probably like a remix version with a different song. Okay, well I'll try the... Well, wait, should I be trying a 21? I mean, I was having so many problems last time we tried doing one of these. What difficulty introduces the other two lanes? Oh, this is just normal. Okay, I thought this was a boss fight. Never mind, we're good. We're good, it's not a boss fight, we're fine. You know, this song's not even in Osu. This song's in, like, Step Mania. I have a version of it in there. But surprisingly not in Osu. Wow, what happened there? Okay, that was just me being like super early. You know what? That's what I mean. It's like that extra timing from the previous card. I bet that would have hit it, and that's why. Already gained muscle memory on bad plays. Oh, I'm also just pressing the wrong buttons. That'd probably also do it. Oh, I pressed it twice, so I didn't need to. I was like watching the pattern from the last 5 seconds, and then the pattern changed on me. I got too complacent. I'll take a B. I feel like I can thank the lack of greater timing range on that one. Oh shit, we unlocked more? Oh yeah, see, there was something for complete and everything. We get treasure. Is that a new song? I have no idea what that is. Okay, well, if we can move on to another area, let's do that. Let's see what happens if we go somewhere else. Forest of Magic, Misty Lake, the mansion. I wonder if the music is themed appropriately, because that'd be pretty cool if they group the songs based on the area you went to. In the expanse of sand, something glinted and shone, reflecting the sun. Oh, I see it. Anyway, we're almost here. The floating ball of blue flames, Mitama called out to the girl beside it. Finally! Sheesh, no matter how much I walk. Just sand, sand, sand. I've had enough. Good news for you, there's a big oasis just ahead. Looking where Mitama indicated, she saw a shimmering lake beyond the dust. Greenery. It looked like plants was faintly visible too. Neimu's face relaxed at the vivid, lively colors unseen in the wasteland. We can finally take a breather. I just want to find an inn and take a nice long rest. I think the other town looked better. This one looks a little more run down. Neimu reached the lake, looked around, and glared at Mitama beside her. Didn't you say there's a village here? There aren't even houses, let alone people. All around the area there was nothing but debris from ruined houses. How strange, it should be here. Mitama swayed as if were looking around, then pointed. Oh, look, Neimu, there's a shack over there that's still intact. Wait, right, but you can barely call it a shack. The run-down Nada shack was wooden and not very large. Walls and roof had holes in places and looked ready to collapse. I don't think anyone is living in such a run-down house. I think you're right. Nevertheless, they had to try. Tried calling out. Neimu knocked on the door of the hovel and raised her voice. Hello? Anyone there? Suddenly... Go away! Leave us alone! A drawling voice came from inside. There were also frantic, rattling noises. Apparently, there were residents in this rickety house. Peering through a gap in the wall, she saw shadows in the darkened room. Tama, there are people. What are they called again? Ephemerals. People who lived in this world of sand. Yeah, those. Neimu questions the ephemerals hiding in the back of the hovel. Hey, you guys. Why are you all in this hovel? Because the outside is dangerous. Huh? She responded to the whisper, only to hear a voice 3 times as loud. Because the outside is dangerous. We refuse to go outside. Ignoring Neimu's frown, one of the ephemerals began to whisper again. Happened a long time ago. One of our own slipped near the lake once. Oh my, did they fall in and drown? The ephemeral shook its head no. Luckily, they didn't fall in. Had things been different, they'd be at the bottom of a dark lake now. That ephemeral who almost fell into the lake but somehow wasn't hurt, supposedly started walking while really watching its step. Then they started to think, is it really safe to just watch where you step? Well, yeah, I guess anything could happen. Right? Exactly. No matter how careful you are, a strong breeze could push you into the lake. And even if you don't fall in, it could be a terrible storm or tornado. Try walking outside when that happens. It's curtains for you. The idea soon spread among the ephemerals of the village. They continued to think about how to stay safe from unpredictable danger. And that's what brought us here. Being inside the house is the safest choice. Ephemeral affirmed. So basically, You don't want to go outside because you're scared of the lake and storms? Yes, that's right. We realize that going outside itself is dangerous. We all moved to the best built house in the village and decided to live safely indoors. Mingwu let out a sound of utter dismay after she heard the story. Are you stupid? Hiding from something that hasn't happened. Groundless fear has its limits. This place isn't well built at all. What are you saying? The outside is dangerous. We won't take a single step outside. That's right. We're safest here. If you got that, then get out of here and leave us be. Ephemeral's convinced that they're safe in the home, granted and braved. Yeah, okay. Go right ahead and do whatever you want. She had enough. Mingwu left as she was instructed. Great, more people who won't listen to reason. Love it. Oh, there's your fog. Well, it is Misty Lake after all. So you got fog that covers everything, earthquake that just fucks with your vision. Notes will change to a specific appearance. This has no effect on tap judgments. Okay, just kind of screws with the way things look. I mean, I'm no stranger to using strange skins for notes, so no problem here. I think main sands will be locked and cannot be changed. Okay. One of your standard, like, adventure rhythm game fare, I guess. 23 hard, eh? Alright, let's give it a try. Knowing this song, I may regret it. We'll see. Especially if there's fog. I might regret this for sure. Oh my god, no. It's like the constant like switching between like the gallops and like the alternating that's like fucking with me. Oh my god. Okay, the fog was like, I don't know why it felt like it was weighted to the right-hand side. Way more than the left, and it was just completely covering the right blue lane. Like the entire thing. I like that more than just like general hidden, because it like changes where it affects things. So that's actually pretty good. But playing that on hard was probably, I'm not sure I regret the decision, but yeah, it's up there. It's up there with the many mistakes I've made. Okay, what else we got here? This... Oh, it's probably... Okay, I think I might know what song this would be based on. Any gimmicks here? Oh, it's more fog. Okay, but this is only a 16. I'm sure it's fine. It's not like a 20-something like that last one. I still gotta, like, get used to the timing of this. Am I like using the wrong notes or something? I think I am. Okay, 1 second. Hold on. Retry. No, my fingers are fine. Let me just, like... I might have just been off sync here. In my head. Let me give that another try. No, we're good here. It's just slow. It's like bag. I might have been going too fast, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going too fast. Never mind. Like a fucking AR4 song in the Osu. Oh my god. Yeah, this is like just straight up bag. If you've ever played DDR, you know exactly what song I'm talking about. The only way I've ever been that song is like cranking up the note speed to like 200. But one of these days I'd love to beat it at its default speed because I feel like I'm cheating on that one. Doing that. Damn it. Yeah, I was clearly early on all of that. I thought it was way later, or way earlier than it looked. And by way earlier, I mean like half a second. Which is an eternity. But apparently I did well enough to clear the mission, so that's cool. Song's like instantly kicked up in difficulty, like instantly. Okay, I see. So we get both Danmaku and Kagura versions of some of these songs. Oh, I like this song. If it's a song I'm thinking of, this one's good. Stage gimmick. When equipped, the Tama card is yellow type. Timing for regular notes is somewhat reduced. What is my equipped card? That's a different... Yeah, mine's red. Okay, we're fine there. I don't need things to get any wackier than they already are. Oh my god, I was not able to hit those yellows at all. Wow, what does that? It's like the density mixed with the speed of the song is just... Nope. It's a wonder I didn't even die. Even though I like completely failed the song. $5 million B, still nowhere near good enough. Absolutely terrible. Okay, we'll come back to that one maybe. I want to try another of these Shun stages. These were pretty fun. And we get fog on these too. Great. Okay. Oh, and sandstorms. So sandstorm also blocks things, but also gives you a debuff, which reduces your life count. And poison reduces your HP. Red Knight moving will decrease your HP. And then earthquake is also possible. The same as before. Okay. So these also just like 2 key. Good. I'm glad. I'm not ready for 4 key on these things. I don't have to collect these. I'm trying to figure out if I need to focus more on the boss or collecting things. Okay, that was like super early on my part. Oh, I'm also just pressing A and not... That would probably help, actually. That would be why I missed it. I was pressing A and not S. Like, I think, like, as good as collecting these are, because that's money, I definitely think I want to just treat this like a normal bullet hell stage. I really hope Zoom doesn't get any ideas from this, because not being able to see where bullets are kinda sucks. That's not the gimmick I need to see. Sounds like some masochistic thing you would think of, though. Actually, never mind. He's already done it because he used to put white bullets on white backgrounds, and you could just imagine what that looks like. You can't see them at all because it's white on white, and that was a deliberate choice. And I don't know if like he didn't realize what that means, or if he thought he was being funny, but it sucked. Like, I don't know if I need to be collecting these. I probably do. Unless these, like, panels are just to fuck with me. Okay, well that was, like, felt slightly better than the last one. I have a feeling that I got a D because I missed everything. Maybe you're supposed to do both. That would probably make a lot of sense. Or all 3 things, I guess, technically, because you also want to defeat the boss. But I just don't think I have the stats for that yet. Those stages are really fun, though. Like, that's basically... I've always been trying to think of how you could combine bullet hell with, like, rhythm game and not have it feel just like Catch the Beat. That actually does a really good job. Okay, what's another stage we haven't done here? That was... Oh, that was the one we already tried, I think. This is the other one that we haven't tried yet. Okay, fog is on screen, but I'm going to pick a 21 anyways because I'm insane. And don't know when to quit. Now, here's a song you don't really see a lot of remixes for. And that, like, rhythm that was that first section of the song is why you don't really see this song appear in rhythm games a lot, because it's so weird. hopes I was just to not hit that one at all. Okay, this I might probably should have done the other difficulty. It's not even that I can't see. That actually is not affecting me in this one, thankfully. But it's just the density of notes that I'm just not good at 6 key enough. Blaze Up song's a bit yelly at the start. Is it? I mean, it did seem like it was going to go a lot harder than it ended up going, I feel. So you're probably right in that regard. Also did not clear it. Okay, well, we might just difficulty down on this one. Okay, let's try the other one again, but we'll do a difficulty down. Get used to controls and timing on these things. Especially this one, because this one was kind of slow. Oh, wait, was it this one? Yeah, this was the one I didn't beat, right? No, I did beat the Lily White song. It was this one I couldn't beat. Yeah, I'm like hitting these ones perfectly. Need something like in between the other difficulty and this one. That would be perfect. The other parent was like way more interesting though. Guess I just gotta get good. I'm still trying to figure out what the rectangles mean. I thought it meant like, oh, this is a chord, but I've seen them appear when it's not a chord. Maybe it explained it and I just like glossed over in my head. Yeah, see right here. Like that's not a chord. I don't know why those notes exist. Maybe they're just worth more score or something. I wonder if chords are judged as one note or two notes. I didn't see that time if it was judged as one or two. Probably could miss one and still get somewhat of a judgment on it. A C rank on a normal 12, geez. It's possible too that like considering the way this game works, I probably need better stats to like actually complete some of these even if I were to play perfectly. Which I don't know how I feel, but I mean considering this is a... Wait, I didn't do this stage? I thought I beat this one. Did I fail it? Oh, I don't remember failing it, but okay. I mean, I guess I could see why I might have failed it. Do I have any new like cards that we can change here? Oh, we got a bunch of new ones. Okay, that's good for Danmaku. Normal groove gauge gain amount is slightly decreased. Not sure why you'd want this card. That's not too... Is that... No, I thought we had another card that was like that too. Oh, we can reduce the fog gimmick. That's bombs. That's more Danmaku stuff. Is there a filter for like... Yeah, here we go. Let's do everything but Danmaku. See what that looks like. That helps at all. No, that also is probably part of support. There we go. No, that's still... I don't understand what this filtering is for then. Fine, we'll just go to all. Forget about it. boss life, damage received somewhat reduced. Now, are there boss stages that are just rhythm game? Or is that only for the shooting stages? A lot of these seem like they're for shooting stages, except for like this one. But I think we'll just stick to this one. It's not that expensive to upgrade it, and if it helps with like my normal score, then that might be a good thing. And then this isn't really going to matter. Oh, we did get Tiruno. I don't know if that's going to change anything for rhythm game stuff. Combos 50 or greater damage dealt is slightly increased. Okay, well that's not really useful for anything. I think a lot of this is just for the shooting stuff, so it probably doesn't matter. We'll leave that alone for now until we get to another stage that needs it. I'm going to try it again. We'll see. I think a lot of this is just needing to get used to it more than not being good. Although that's part of it. I say as I immediately miss everything. Let me retry that. That was just bad. I think my hands were actually... I think I was pressing K that time. That is not a valid key to press. Okay, I'm just saying the outside lane's like way too early, and that's why I'm like failing. Oh! I didn't do it. That was so close though. Turning to own a roguelike sounds like an amazing concept. Well, good news for you, that exists. 100% does exist. In fact, there's multiple flavors of it. You can pick your poison. Okay, we'll try this one. I'm starting to understand the nuances of the timing in this game. But for some reason, the outside lanes keep fucking with me, and I don't know why. They're the exact same as every other lane. I'm gonna do it this time. Watch this. This one's gonna be a pass. Oh my god, I keep missing the blues. Oh, not even close. I totally fumbled it at the end. Man, I had like most of it. I don't know how to do that pattern at the end. Yeah, if you want Touhou roguelike, go look up Genso Wanderer. It's Touhou Mystery Dungeon. Probably the closest thing you're going to get to Rogue ever. And it's really good. There's some others out there too, but none that I can like name off the top of my head. Alright, well, I mean, if we need to progress here... I don't know, we could go to another area, but you know what? For the sake of finishing these areas, let me just... I'll knock it down. I will take the blow, and we'll just finish this. I was like so close in this one too. I feel like I probably could have. I'm sure once I get more used to the timing on all this stuff, I'll be able to do like the hard difficulties no problem. It is like, weirdly enough, like I am feeling like I'm getting better at 6 key because of this game. Timing is really tight. Like without the card, it actually is like, I would say this is like the same as like Easy to Own, which is probably half the leniency of DJ Max. And DJ Max is like pretty lenient, but it's known for being almost too lenient in some circles. Does the fog get worse the better I play? Or is it just like come and go? I think it just comes and goes. After seeing like what hard looks like on some of these songs, I almost am curious enough to like see what expert looks like, because I'm sure it'll just be great. Like I'm sure it'll just be a complete clusterfuck of notes, more so than we've had so far. Like if that's hard, I could see expert being like a full-on SC chart from DJ Max for sure. Well, at least I got the combo. It's nice you can do the missions on any difficulty level. That's pretty good. Okay, so we need one more. Well, we'll just go and do it. Fuck it. I'm gonna take... Well, it's a 14. That's not as bad as, like, a 9. I want to do my best to, like, do them on hard. I think it's more fun that way, but... A 14's not too bad. Yeah, this one's like just sticking to Forky. This is like essentially Forky with like a couple extra things thrown in. Actually, it might actually exclusively be Forky. Has there been any outer lanes? I don't think there was on this one. Well, okay. So much for full combo. Wow, okay. My finger just like twitched off the key. Like I'm using my super sensitive settings where just like a hair could even set off the keys. And my finger twitched ever so slightly, and so it counted as another press. How come all the characters are angled like that? Because they're flying. Well, I mean, how would you rather they go straight up and down? That would feel weird and unnatural. That would look really strange and creepy. I would certainly hate it. I don't think I'd be alone in that regard. Okay, there we go. New set of songs. Also, story. Let's start with that, since it's been a bit since we had the previous chapter. As a break from collecting, Daimyo and Mitama strolled around on the still lake. There were only ruins and debris, with no buildings of any sort. The only inhabitable-looking home was the shack with the shut-in ephemerals. Feels like it's been deserted for a long time. They said they all moved into that house, right? Still, I see the other houses in such a state of disrepair. It does seem true that the rundown hovel was the best choice. Taking another look, Amy felt a sense of deja vu at this lonely landscape. Wondering where she'd seen it before, she tried to figure out the feeling. She thought of a memory she had just regained. But I guess not the exact same angle. What angle would you pick then for all the characters? The roof had collapsed and cracks ran through the walls. The floor, once always polished, is now strewn with debris and sand. The beautiful mansion once inhabited by vampires was now in disrepair. Namu walks down a corridor under the cold moonlight. Pieces of roofing scraped against her feet. Hey, anyone home? She raised her voice, but it only echoed into the emptiness. Then we ran out of the empty, destroyed mansion as if trying to escape. The upside-down sky castle, underground mansion, and mountaintop shrine. Figures. No one is here. There's only empty silence before Daimu. The Shimenawa, dirty and fallen. The offerings box in front hall collapsed. Daimu clenched her teeth. The entire shrine appeared ready to fade away. I wonder if skipping town is popular in the old Gensokyo. She blurted out as Daimu recalled. She recalled her hazy memories. But of course, she knew very well that was not what happened. The scene was so sad and dreary that she couldn't resist making fun of it. Amy's stomach growled as she ruminated. Oh, I'm a bit hungry. Maybe the guys in the hovel have something. Will you rob them? Rude. I'll just have them share. Not even ask, have them share. That sounds like the Daimu way. In front of the lone rundown house on the desolate landscape, Daimu knocked on the door to summon the ephemerals. Hey, do you have food? I was hoping you'd share. But a hysterical scream came from beyond the door. We don't have any food. Get lost. That's right. Leave us alone. Oh, what a shame. Your last hope is gone. Tama, who was watching next to her, laughed in amusement. Daimu sighed. I'm not gonna snatch you up and eat you, so just open up this door. We can't do that. The outside's dangerous. Right. What if we open the door and we're in danger? Huh? If that were the case, I'd already be in danger out here right now. What if she is the danger? Actually, that's fake. Forget that question. We already know the answer. Daimu's irritation with the stubborn attitude of the ephemerals was growing. And a vein popped in her forehead when she heard a scared voice say, "Why don't you understand that inside is the safest place?" You're telling me this house is safe. Daimu stepped away from the door and lifted one foot. And then... what's so safe about this dump? She kicked the door before her with all her might. Yeah, they were right. Outside was dangerous. Danger was standing in front of their door the whole time. Ah! The crude wooden door shattered and flew off with a bang, becoming a pitiful scrap of wood inside of the shack. What have you done? No, We have to block the entrance! Through the gaping entrance, she could clearly see the panicked ephemerals. Reimu's yelling stopped them from moving around in the cramped hut. Having them face each other and closer to 270, but not 270. Wouldn't that put them, like, almost, like, horizontal then? That sounds worse. IMO. Facing each other I can agree with, though. That might look better. But that would either A, require drawing multiple sprites, or B, mirroring it, which would look really bad on some characters. Because not everyone's dressed symmetrically in Touhou. What's the use? It was so pathetic it broke with a single kick. Same goes for the rest of this place. Storm would knock it down. Hiding away isn't solving anything. There's no guaranteed safety anywhere, inside or outside. Then what should we do? Daunted as they watched Reimu after she screamed at them, the infernals lashed out at her despite their quivering. If neither indoors nor outdoors is safe, how do we avoid danger? Right. How do we even dispel our anxieties? You guys are too anxious over things that haven't even happened. Sighing in dismay, Reimu looked around at the infernals. Too anxious? Right. So uneasy about every little thing that you give up without trying. Try to have some courage. Challenge yourself to do different things and you'll stop feeling anxious. After being holed up for so long, the infernals looked at each other. Challenge? I don't think so. Anything goes. Try building a house or swimming in the lake. Since you have a watering hole, you could try growing some plants. But yeah, why not first start with going outside? Reimu took a step away from the entrance, letting light into the dim hut. The illuminated shadows froze and fearfully took a step forward. Right, we don't have a door anymore after all. Guess we can't stay inside until we die. Could see chat for a bit, but I had a hunch Kikon was the one asking about flying people. The infernals came out of the shack and lined up along the lake's edge. Thought it would be scarier, but it's more peaceful than I imagined. I even feel like it was scarier being inside. Oh, it's been so long since I saw the lake. So shiny and pretty. As they savor the air outside for the first time in ages, their tones shift from puzzled to delighted. Right? You could challenge yourself to do anything. Seeing them, Reimu nodded her head in satisfaction and left with Mitama. Reimu and Mitama parted ways with the infernals. They walked the perimeter of the lake, heading for the next village. Her words were pretty powerful, but do you think it's okay to kick people's doors in for Reimu? What are you saying? I made them realize how run down their place was. They should be grateful, actually. You say so. What's up with this lake again? It's apparently really scary. Someone like almost fell into it one time, and so because of that, everyone's like, no, we gotta stay inside. It's too dangerous outside. Never mind the fact all they need to do is just, you know, stay away from the lake. But apparently outside is a scary, scary place. So they were like, nah, inside. That's where it's really safe. And then she kicked down the door and half the house fell down, and they realized that, wait, inside's just as dangerous. So they gave up being scared. Then Reimu suddenly stopped walking and slumped down in the spot. Huh? What is it? I forgot. I was supposed to get them to share food with me. Let's just go, Reimu. We need to do the Reigen Kaisei. Get up now. No, I'm too hungry to walk. Reimu's sorrowful sobs drowned out Mitama's exasperated voice, rustled over the surface of the lake and vanished. So we're gonna just like get to the part where we figure out why there's skyscrapers here, because you know, similar to buses, there's no skyscrapers in Gensokyo, at least not that I know of. They have a radio tower. That's probably like the tallest building around. Can't they just do the Fallout strategy? Ala pick some poor schmuck to go outside and get whatever they need? No, because they're all too scared. None of them want to go outside. And what would they even go outside for? It's just sand for miles. You're gonna eat sand? I mean, maybe they would. Maybe it's delicious. I don't know. I've never eaten sand before. The mist here is as thick as ever. Oh, just now a shadow. Hey, hold it. Did you call for me? Oh man, it's you. What do you mean, oh man? You stopped me. I don't have business with you. More importantly, have you seen Reimu around? Reimu? Nah. You looking for her? I can't find her anywhere. Guess I'll look elsewhere. See ya. Going already? Since you're at the lake anyway, why don't you join me? Huh? Join you? For what? Just wait and see. Come on, over here. It's the American flag lady. Hell yeah. Best character in the game, right there. Did we just forget the part where she likes to set fire to things? Yeah, I mean, that's a thing. Never mind that, it's okay. She just set the forest on fire, no big deal. Whoa, what the hell? The whole lake is on fire. Cramped and blazing. It's just like a painting of hell. It was hard saying this up. Also, take a good look in the middle. Middle? There's something above the fire. Oh, a tightrope. You got it. A tightrope from hell for crossing the hellfire. You fall. Whoosh. You're well done. And the first to attempt it. The one person you don't want falling into fire. Of course. Okay. Halfway there. Careful on the next step. I mean, it's okay. Fairies can't die. It's fine. Also, they can fly, but, I mean, they're also stupid enough to forget that they can fly, so it's whatever. Ah! Hot, hot, hot! Somebody help me! The way these people are drawn look like, kind of like they're VTubers. Yeah, it's kind of got that, like, really smooth animation to it. I don't think they're 3D models, though, believe it or not. Like, I'm pretty sure this is all 2D. It's just, like, really advanced 2D. The lake is on fire. Is this based on Cleveland? Has that happened there? Lake's just being set on fire? Oh man, Clownpiece would love it there. Yes, Clownpiece is an arsonist. She carries around, because she's from hell, so she has like a torch that can make people go crazy. And she sets fire to things because she thinks it's fun and it reminds her of home. Phew, I thought I was dead, but my wings melted a bit. You're lucky that's all that happened after falling into that much fire. This is my 20th fall. I'm used to flying out of it. But you failed again. Juno, do you want another try? Duh. I'm gonna beat this. My title of the strongest fairy is on the line. Why would you do this? Playing with fire is reckless for an ice fairy. Obviously because I'm the strongest. And I'm gonna prove it. He said, if you're the strongest, beat my athletic challenge. She agreed, so I used tons of hellfire to make a thrilling tightrope course. Okay, break time is over. I'm gonna take the challenge again. Hey now, you're going again? Failed 20 times. You might not get off so easy anymore. You might get a nasty burn or worse. Well, I don't want to get hurt. But being brave is more fun than being scared of what hasn't happened yet. Who knows what'll happen? I just gotta try. I'm the strongest. I've got this. I feel like there's one extreme that we saw earlier, and then there's this extreme, and I feel like there should be a nice happy balance somewhere in the middle. He's really going to go until she succeeds. Wait, Cleveland River Fire, what the fuck? Hell or Cleveland, but they're pretty close and easily to get mixed up. Well, isn't there Hell, Michigan? Michigan's near Ohio, right? I mean, I could see where the confusion would come from, right? Wait, Clownpiece is from Hell? That raises more questions. Yeah, she's from Hell. She's a Hell fairy, like a nymphoid or whatever. And like she's the goddesses of Hell's right-hand fairy. So she sent her out to go and cause havoc and throw moons at people. True story, look it up. And then she was like, nah, you just stay here, Clownpiece. You stay on the surface. It'll be fun. You spy on everyone. Okay, that was close. Alright, a bit more. Last step. Did she make it? She did it! Yay! Goal! You really crossed it. Just this once, I've got to hand it to you. Good job, Juno. You were on fire. Literally. Here's your victory prize. Ooh, a prize? Hey, what is it? It's a special. Ta-da! A replica of my torch. With this, you can see the flames of hell anytime. Pretty cool, right? Huh? I don't need that. Make me another challenge instead. You don't need it. You're an odd one, Juno. Then you have this torch. Whoa, what's this all of a sudden? I don't really need it either. Come on now, just take it. No sense in me having it. If you don't need it, give it to Daimu. You're looking for her, right? I don't think she wants it either, but fine. I'll give it to her. I don't know why she would want to keep a replica of the torch of the person who lives underneath her house, to remind her of the literal fire that she almost set to her house. I feel like she would be the last person who would want this torch. Next time, bring her with you. I'll prepare an amazing attraction. Sure, but it'll be crazier than that tightrope, but we might swing by. Oddly enough, it isn't a nickname for Detroit. I missed most of the explanation, but I heard that someone threw the moon. Yeah, Clown Piece threw moons at people and was sent to the actual moon to cause havoc and insanity and just fuck with people because that's what she's good at. It's a very complicated plot and involves several wars and multiple grudges. Basically, the moon people were getting attacked, and they were going to invade Earth to protect themselves because their home was getting attacked, so they tried to go to Earth and take it over. And so then Reimu had to go to Moon and beat up the people who were terrorizing the Moon people, which included Clown Piece. Alright, so that's 2 done. Although there's like plenty more songs in each of these. Where do we want to go next? Forest of Magic or the Scarlet Devil Mansion? You know what? Let's go here. This place will probably have some good music. No matter where we walk, it's all dunes. Reimu muttered in frustration as she climbed up a dune. Sand carried by the blowing wind clung to her sweaty skin. Physical exhaustion and discomfort slowed her pace. Hey, walk properly. Take too long and we'll have to sleep outside again. Tama, floating alongside Reimu, hurries her along. But saying it like that doesn't give me 1 ounce of motivation. Try some praise. It would be more effective. Oh. The whole ass moon just got yid? Yeah, like 3 of them. She just threw 3 moons. That's one of her attacks, is she throws 3 moons at you. And it's considered one of the hardest attacks in all of Touhou. But yes, she throws 3 moons at you. I mean, she is from Hell, so like, that probably should explain why she's so strong. Everyone in Hell is like pretty overpowered. When she finally reached the top of the dune just ahead, there were houses built from ruins and small clusters of crude shacks. Shadowy humanoid silhouettes were living lives like humans. It was a village inhabited by the denizens of the wasteland, ephemerals. Though the village was small, it was quite lively, with tea houses and stores. Good, now I can avoid sleeping outdoors. Reimu felt relieved, and the ephemerals who had noticed her began to gather. Some were small as Jizo statues. Some were gangly like bamboo poles. A colorful person has come! Oh my, it's so rare for an outsider to come. There's other outsiders? Hello, I'm Itama. This is Reimu, a traveling shrine maiden. We're tired from our journey, so we'd appreciate it if you took us to the inn. The ephemeral's eyes lit up as Mitama and Reimu spoke. Oh, Miss Stride Maiden, welcome! You did well to climb that dune. Well done making it to the village. Please rest up at the inn. The ephemerals gave generous applause and words of praise. All the praise makes me rather uncomfortable, Reimu, looking pleased, was ushered into the village inn. Well, she wanted praise earlier. Now she got it. This inn looks great. Better than the last one, even. Reimu and Mitama were taken to a room in an abandoned building. Ceiling and walls were full of holes, perhaps still under renovation or repair. It was equipped with the bare minimum, including a tea table and futon. Well, it's better than being out in the open. It's fine for a night. Oh, aren't you rather cheery after all the compliments? No way. That was just fair recognition of my hard work. Reimu said as she hummed to herself. An ephemeral working for the inn then brought her dinner on a tray. I was waiting for this. Bon appetit! Sitting down on a cushion as hard as a rice cracker, Reimu began to eat. The ephemeral did not lack in compliments during the meal. You hold your chopsticks so beautifully. Wow! It's nothing impressive. By the way, how is the taste? Tama asked Reimu, who continues to eat in high spirits. Reimu quickly ate up her dinner. It's below average. Damn. Honest. I say this so casually. Dude, that's not even like the weirdest thing to happen in Touhou. Throwing moons around is nothing. There's weirder for sure. Did I ever talk about the time that someone tried to use weaponized capitalism to upset the entirety of Gensokyo and take over? Not even through like normal capitalism, weaponized capitalism. She sold NFTs. Everyone bought them. And Reimu did not approve of anyone selling NFTs on her turf. How's it going, Yonatan? Oh, good job. You didn't even leave leftovers. Complimenting Ephemeral cleaned the table and left the room. It ain't so much attention. Maybe I should stay here longer. Don't get carried away and remember to collect Mitama cards. I know. Satiated, Reimu laid down on the rough bedding. A gust of sandy wind was blowing in through a hole in the wall. This seems... Where is this going? Because so far this seems pretty normal. And actually like the best village we've been to so far. Weaponized capitalism, it's just a redundant sentence. No, you haven't seen what kind of capitalism we're talking about here. It literally weaponized capitalism. Money was literally power. And you had to buy NFTs to progress. Okay, well, I mean, it was eventual that we got to this point, but it had to happen. Actually have to complete the boss fight. Good luck with that. That's not happening here. But as long as I can, you know, I'm successful, then that's good enough. Okay, good. It's only 2 key. Still very hard to like keep track of everything. Almost wonder if this would be easier with controller, because then I don't have to worry about moving around. Game will just do it for me. That's like cheating. I don't like the sound of that. You miss out on like half the experience. So yeah, I'm starting to... Okay, oh, that was terrible dodge. I'm starting to see what needs to happen here. I need to somehow manage to not only collect the money, not only do the rhythm game, but also defeat the boss. Like, just play it like a normal bullet hell. Wait, are you moving the character? It reminds me of Noise Starlight. Yeah, it's a little like that, actually. Honestly, though, seems to be a much larger focus on, like, the catch the beat aspect than anything. And you can't move, You can't move up and down, you can only move left and right. But yes, I have full control over it. Although weirdly enough, if I was to play with the controller, apparently that's not a thing, unless that's just not a rebindable key and it didn't show up in the keys. Oh, that was bad. Why did I do that? I wasn't even close to defeating the boss. But I cleared it. I definitely need, like, better equipment to even, like, come close to defeating those. Although that was like the worst one yet. Like in terms of progression through it. Alright, what else do we have here? Anything I recognize besides that one? Well, we get the normal version of it at least. Okay, let's give this one a try. I've listened to a few remixes of this part of the game. That was really tame compared to how most Touhou bullet hell gets. I mean, I would say that's equivalent to easy mode for sure. Maybe there's like difficulties that you can pick from in free mode or something. But you also have to remember, normal Touhou doesn't involve you, you know, trying to play a rhythm game at the same time. And also in normal Touhou, you can move like way faster than you could here. Like, that was my max movement speed. There is no, like, dash option or anything. Plus, I can only move in, like, 2 directions. I can't move up and down. So those limitations, like, definitely limit, like, the kinds of, patterns you can have. Me pressing the blue note, that's why I missed that. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think I just started pressing things too early for some reason. Don't ask why. Speaking of limitations, I found out a couple weeks ago that the guitar streamers really don't like playing the big black quick rocks. Yeah, I could imagine why they don't like playing a speedcore song on guitar. I don't know, it just might be a hunch. It might be because of, the reason might be in the name of the genre. But, yeah, I don't know. Couldn't imagine why they wouldn't want to play something like that. There we go. You knew it had to come eventually. Any gimmicks here? Normal groove gauge drain rate is somewhat increased. Whenever you receive a miss on a note, score is moderately decreased. Oh, everything just got, like, riskier, basically, I guess. They're fine with Centipede. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of why that would be, because I feel like Centipede would be the harder song. Like, we're talking real guitar players, right? Okay, this song is like forever ruined for me because of Ronald McDonald. I can't listen to this. Like, even in my head, playing this right now, if I'm like playing back like the Ronald track, so I can like play this properly. It's the only way I can play this song. Oh, shit. Wow, okay. Shit, no. I need to, like... Oh, thank God. Okay. That one got way too close at the end. Somehow I did like the really hard parts and was fine, and then I just remembered the gimmick at the end was like, oh shit, that actually might have been it. Thank God it wasn't. I like this rhythm game because it actually officially has like actual songs from Touhou, not just remixes, but actual. Zune added his own music to this. Doesn't stop the fact that I cannot listen to that song without hearing Ronald. His chuckling echoes in the distance every time. Using stuff mapped on RS playlist. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see someone try and play Centipede with a real guitar at all, because I just cannot picture how a human can play that song. That just does not sound possible. More than anything. I've been doing these like way out of order. Okay, let's go back to 2 then. This is the Ronald McDonald song. It is indeed, or it's the original version of it. The one that's used in the Ronald video is a remix of it. But yeah, it's that song. Normal groove gauge gain rate is slightly decreased. Okay, well that's fine. I'm fine with that. Makes it a little harder, but who cares? I could offset that. Well, I already did offset. In fact, I'm offsetting it right now. Well, I don't like that pattern. Oh, hell yeah. You know, I didn't think there would actually be Eurobeat in this. It's not every day you hear Eurobeat in a game in 2024. At least, like, officially. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong in these. Okay, yeah, I mean, that part I did. That was, like, weirdly tricky. It was just alternating, too. It shouldn't have been hard. Oh, that was close. Oh, that could have been way worse at the end because I missed that last section. Now I want to see a mod of the game that comes from where the boss of that level is replaced with Ronald McDonald. That would be kind of funny, actually, if someone modded this to put Ronald in on that one specific song. They only play one part of the song, either lead guitar or the bass. Oh, okay, so they don't play the fun part. Wow. All right. Well then, that makes things different. Okay, that was a really good one. I wasn't expecting Eurobeat, but I approve. What's next? Well, we kind of did that one earlier, just the other version of it. Normal groove gauge gain rate is slightly decreased whenever you receive a miss. Okay, so it's that gimmick again. Well, let's try... It's not fog, but I'm down to try the 23s. Alright, have a good night, Jack. Thank you for killing by. Yeah, I think there'll definitely be... I have, like, full plans to play, like, through this whole thing. Not tonight, maybe. Depends how long it is. But there's definitely going to be a part 2 of this. I do not like that tempo, or not the tempo change, the time signature change. That's what makes this song like always so tricky in like rhythm games, because it's really cool how it like transitions between the two songs, but the two songs have very different styles and time signatures. Oh, they totally screwed that up. Not enough to fail, thank God, but that was terrible. Alright, what's next? Ooh, is that the same song? Oh, no, this is a different song, okay. Moving will somewhat decrease your HP? What? When your P level is 3 or greater, damage dealt is somewhat increased. Okay. Moving decreases HP. Are we sure that's not because of, like, a temporary gimmick? Wasn't that one of the things it described earlier? Hopefully that's not, like, an all-time thing. It's probably just, like, a temporary effect. That one that it talked about earlier, the sand or whatever. Or was it the mist? I think it was the mist. That makes more sense. Now, does the dash make me invincible? Because I feel like that should have hit. But then again, the giant bullets were always had the dumbest hitboxes. I wonder what it'd take to like put 4 keys in this thing, because part of me is still dreading it, but I'm anticipating it. It's gonna happen eventually. I'm gonna have to press A and F, and then that's just when shit's gonna hit the fan at that point. Because first of all, I have to do all this other stuff. Second of all, it's 4 key with like one hand. That's not easy. Part of me is almost wondering if there's going to be like hand movement mechanics where it's just literally impossible. Oh, did I beat the thing? Huh. I beat the boss. Well, that's a first. We got a whole bunch now. That felt like it didn't take any time at all to get the story. Then we stayed in the village for a few days. Using the village as her base, collecting Mitama cards was a smooth process. Nemi was performing Danmaku Kagura under the watchful eye of Mitama. Okay, now it's complete. Single Mitama card lands in Nemu's hands after she finishes. Well done! Maybe we should hurry to the next spot. Collecting these at a pretty good pace. Nemu gently touched the Mitama card. Unremembered but nostalgic scene came to the forefront of her mind. Nemu was walking alone in a lush forest and birds were chirping. The forest was dotted with abandoned buildings here and there, from antiquated and ivy-covered to brand new without a scratch on the walls. The buildings are an unnatural mix of Western and Eastern styles. What in the world is this graveyard of buildings? said with a dubious look on her face. Oh, Reimu, are you exploring too? Wait for me, you two. 3 fairies popped up from the ruins. Wow, the 3 fairies from behind the shrine. What are you doing? Sunny's Milk, Star Sapphire, and Luna Child. 3 fairies approached a bemused Reimu. Reimu, will you play treasure hunt with us? We're competing with Juno to make the discovery of the century. If Reimu joined our team of explorers, we would be a powerhouse. Don't all talk at once, I can't hear anything. I'm doing a serious investigation, I'm not playing your games. Reimu tried to shoo them like stray dogs. And then... Hey, did you see Tsunono? Sorry, I just looked away and she was gone. Eternity Larva and even Tsunono's occasional buddy Daiose had come. Tsunono's missing. This is a big case. Is she tracing strays? The fairies began to fuss even more frantically. Okay, fine. I'll look for stupid Tsunono too. It'd be impossible to calmly explore the ruins of fairies roaming around. Reimu regained her composure and joined the search for Tsunono. This memory. Reimu looked up and saw Mitama drifting in front of her. What is it? Did you remember something interesting? Not really. There's just a lot of noisy people. Oh, but also, just as Reimu was about to reminisce, the odd behavior of the ephemerals of the village caught her attention. Pardon, about the umbrella repair I asked for. An ephemeral client addresses the owner of the repair store. He was sleeping in the shop, finally awakening when called by the customer. Oh, I'm sorry. I was so sleepy I didn't finish in time. No, it's fine. But good on you for sleeping right. Sleep helps you grow. Thank you. Good on you for forgiving me not to make it. Or forgiving me for not making it. Rather than gain angry, the customer left after exchanging compliments. The owner of the shop began dozing off again once the customer was gone. This is a very bizarre timeline. Everyone's too nice. Ugh, so annoying. His clenched fist twitches and shakes. Similar scenarios were playing out all over the village. Even those who skipped work or study or made the obvious mistakes were praised by the ephemerals indiscriminately. And those who were praised would accept it without question. Why are they like this? I'm going crazy from seeing this every day. But, Reimu, you were happy to be praised. Only on the first day. Hey, you there! Reimu stopped the passing ephemeral and beckoned it over. Hello, traveling shine maiden. Nice job getting fresh air. Shut up. Why are you guys always praising each other? Better than no praise at all, but there are limits. Well, actually, the ephemeral began to tell Reimu what happened. There used to be a village chief here who complained constantly. No matter what happened, the chief would criticize endlessly. Even if the villagers asked what was so wrong, the chief would scream at them. This is the problem. You can't think for yourselves? Half the villagers once left in Exodus, fed up with the chief. They could no longer sustain village life, and the chief finally reflected. And from then on, they decided to praise and encourage. Villagers were so motivated by the praise that became a custom. So that's why we give compliments for everything in this village. What? Then you won't progress at all. The ephemeral tilted its head as if it didn't understand Reimu's shock. Isn't it fine? Everyone's happy if we praise each other. It's not fine. It's not good for my mental health. If she left the village like this, it would haunt her dreams. It's just so irritating and uncanny. In that case, Reimu pulled papers and a brush from her pocket and began to write. What are you doing, Reimu? I'm giving them a reminder of what reality is like. Okay, done. With a stack of papers, Reimu ran to the ephemerals busy praising each other. You there, tea shop owner. Yes, what is it? They're calling the tea shop owner over. Reimu thrust a piece of paper at it. This is a review of your shop. Oh shit. She's going around giving scathing reviews of all the businesses here. She's one of those people that goes on the Google reviews and just gives everything 1 star because the waiter didn't, like, give her water 3 seconds after she asked for it. Review? The owner of the tea house curiously accepted the paper. I drank the tea at your shop and it was awful. Watery and yet entirely bitter. Have you yourself ever tried it? High quality teas weep after being brewed so incorrectly by you. Everything is wrong. The amount of tea, the water temperature, the steep time. Now you have a checklist, so figure it out. Thoroughly told off by Reimu, the ephemeral was utterly frightened. No need to be so harsh. Oh. Noticing something, the ephemeral stared intensely at the review. There's a star rating at the end of the review. This mean I just got a prestigious 1 Michelin star? Absolutely not. It's the lowest on the 5-point scale. A 1! With a shriek, the ephemeral was stunned. Next up, you there! The writer. Me? Designated ephemeral shivers. I read your novel because it was at the end. What the hell? The ending didn't explain a thing. You just kept laying out more and more setup with no payoff. Have you're going to use foreshadowing everywhere, then tie up the loose ends. It's left a terrible taste in my mouth. Easily a 1 star. Just lay me through the review at the Infernal and knelt to the ground. But I didn't sleep, just napped and wrote. And you, innkeeper. I never want to stay here again. You seemed happy at first. Innkeeper had tears in its eyes when Reimu called on it. Why is the room's ceiling and walls filled with holes? Wind and sand blow in at all hours of the day. Thanks to that, the bedding is rough. I slept horribly. When I woke up, my mouth was all sandy. I'm doing well for a single person, but stop trying to cover for yourself with self-praise. I also did not enjoy the food. The menu is very elaborate for the middle of the desert, and yet the lack of seasoning makes it all blur together. You've been praised for cooking so often, you start to think you're actually good at it, huh? I'm not good? The innkeeper collapses on the spot and begins to tremble. Then we shoved the review at it and called on another ephemeral. Holy fuck. And this is how we're restoring the land, by going around and criticizing everyone and shit-talking them to their face. Excellent. When all the reviews were done, the village looked like a morass of bodies. Then we left the village with a clear mind after completing her work. I feel better now. I'm sure it was a good dose of reality for them too. I think it was maybe a fatal dose of reality. They said good medicine tastes bitter. I had to tell them. And next time, I guess, I'll be harsh with you, Reimu. Now be nice to me. If you discourage me too much, Gensokyo is all done, right? Is this really what the Hakurai Shrine Maiden would say? Reimu and Mitama left the village, badgering one another, to perform the Reigen Kaisei and restore the next area. This is definitely the Crimson Slasher Reimu, and not the nice and cheery Reimu from the comics. After Reimu walked away, the Infernals were still unable to recover. Really so useless. I can't even summon the urge to stand. What's the point of working hard? Never heard of such a thing. She's just like the old chief, saying anything she wants. While most Infernals were heartbroken, some were seriously reading the reviews forced on them by Reimu. More salt than usual for the meal. Holes should be plugged ASAP. The eyes of those who read the reviews again were filled with motivation. They just need someone to crack down and tell them the harsh truths of the world. By leaving them a 1-star Yelp review on every single one of them. Hey, I'm coming in. Is Reimu here? Welcome. Party of one today? Party of one? Well, I guess so. Wait, how? Why is Marissa just not barging in? That's usually what she does. Why is she, like, actually being nice and knocking on the door and, like, asking for an invitation and permission to enter? Something is clearly wrong here. More importantly, what about Reimu? I'm looking for her. In that case, please ask our manager. I'll show you along. Manager? Well, fine. Show me the way. Welcome. I'm manager Amelia's of Scarlet Devil Mansion Hotel. Please enjoy. Wait, when did this place become a hotel? The fuck? Yeah, exactly. Forget it. Is Reimu here? If she's not, I'll just get going. Reimu? No. But you can enjoy wine and a full course meal at a reasonable price. Are they just that strapped for cash? And they finally ran out of money. Now they need to open a business. Oh, that is a little tempting. The sun is setting. Let us prepare the penthouse suite for you. You're far too generous. I suppose I'll just have to accept. Now then, supper time. Sakuya! Yes, I, Sakuya Izuyoi, will serve as your personal concierge. Oh, I feel kind of like a princess. Now then, Miss Marissa. This way. And somehow this is the strangest thing that's happened so far. Everything else seemed normal. I mean, Tuna walking on a tightrope above a flaming forest, perfectly fine. Her missing, totally fine. Introducing breakdancing to the denizens of the shrine, normal. The mansion turning into a 5-star hotel, yeah, I don't know about that one. Something's off here. Phew, what a feast. Pan-seared salmon, venison steak, all of it was amazing. Here's your dessert, mandarin and yuzu sorbet. Oh, I was hoping for a palate cleanser. Oh yes, more wine too, please. Red. Another glass for you. Allow me to pour. Feel bad making you serve me patchouli, but I'm a guest right now. It's my job, no need for concern. She's like perfectly okay with... There's no way she's okay with this. She's probably seething on the inside that this is what it's come to. Marissa, the book thief, of her books in particular, is now... has her at her beck and call. Hey, Sakuya, entertain me, would you? Danmaku Kagura is all the rage, right? Understood. Mei-ling, please join me. If we may, Sakuya and I shall perform. Here goes! Eventually swaying a fan. Complete role reversal here. That's it. Come on, more. I'll tip the winner. Phew, all that fun may be hot. Julie, could you fan me? Understood. Oh my god. Hey, manager, you got any pickled radish? I want something salty. Give it to me. I'll have it to you in 3 minutes. Haha, this rocks. Sorry, Reimu. I'm having fun all on my own. Her friend's probably out there, hurt or worse, and she's just like, nah, I'm gonna stay in this hotel instead. Much better idea. And now they're going to foot her with the bill, and she's going to be very surprised, right? I drank too much. Thought top shelf stuff goes down smooth. Miss Marissa, please drink this. Clam miso soup for hangovers. So considerate, right to the end. The umami soaks into your bones. Pardon me, assistant manager here. Please fill out your guest survey. No complaints here. You get a full 5 stars. Top marks for food and service. Thank you, Miss Marissa. I have the employee survey for you. Employee survey? What's that? Our employees are rated your quality as a guest. That's interesting. Never seen that before. Huh? Marissa Kurosami, 1 star. Worst guest in the hotel's history. But how much of a history has this hotel had? I feel like she's the only guest. Everything is too true. Well, at least she admits it. Well, I'll leave you to it then. Please wait a moment, dear guests. We have a souvenir from our hotel for you. Our original blend of black tea. We've included some for Miss Reimu as well. That's the human variety, right? Wow, so courteous. Bring her with you next time, Marissa. Be a bit more civil then, please. Yeah, I'll be back with Reimu, and I'll get 5 stars then. Well, unlike the people in the village, she seemed perfectly okay with the criticism. We only have the 1 area left? I guess we have to do these 4 first. I'm imagining there's more. This seems kind of small. Reimu Mitama progressed through the desert. Sand obscured the distance. It just sucks. So much sand. It's going to get in my mouth. You don't have a mouth. Continuing on for a while, praying for some rocks to provide refuge from the sand, something came into view beyond the hazy landscape. Oh, look! A shadow! When she looked closely, she could see several shadows moving hurriedly. They're ephemerals, the beings who lived in this wasteland. Likely there was a village. Reimu and Mitama headed toward them. As they walked, eventually the wind stopped blowing the sand. Well, this village seems like it's in much better shape than any of the other villages. They're like trying to build proper housing. Once close enough to see the ephemerals, they could see the whole village. I guess they're building the village right now? Brand new wood popped out of the stone ruins scattered about. Perhaps it was the framework for building homes out of the ruins. The ground too was dug up as if laying a foundation to build new homes, with large pillars erected and frames assembled. The ephemerals transported materials, hammered, built walls, and pitched roofs. This was a village in the midst of construction. Wow, I've never seen anyone build houses before. I wouldn't suppose you have. You lost your memory after all. Near Reimu, who watched the ephemerals work animatedly, a lone ephemeral approached and bowed politely. Nice to meet you, traveler. I'm your guide for our perfect village. Oh, so polite. Wait, what? Perfect village? Yes, we're creating a village where everything is perfect. The buildings, the handicrafts, all of it. Stop by if you like. Perfect village where nothing was flawed. Intrigued by the ephemeral's words, they decided to look around the village. Reimu was full of anticipation. She Wonder what wonderful things she might encounter. However, there's nothing here. He was shouted in front of a roofless house with an under construction sign. Every last store in the village was under construction, with signs reading, preparing to offer perfection. Not one store was open. It wasn't just the stores. The village had only had buildings under construction. In other words, not even a single villager's residence had been completed. What is this? How long has this village been under construction? Amy questioned the guide following her, and he replied with a smile. I don't remember anymore. We've been building for ages now in search of perfection. Did they, like, tear down the buildings multiple times because they weren't perfect? Explained that the Infernals had to rebuild until they were satisfied. Yep! But looking at the village, it seems like they'd never once been satisfied. By giving a tour of the village, the Infernal guide left. Watching it walk off, Reimu muttered. They at least finished some houses to live in. Really, are these what they call perfectionists? And what we do now, Reimu? They don't seem to have an inn here. Reimu sighed upon hearing Mitama's words. I guess we'll just have to go in a house that's as close to done as possible. Might get chased out for interrupting construction. I know that, but... Huh? Walking around in search for a suitable building, Reimu found a jumbled mess of cloth and wood in the corner of the village. A junkyard? Or is this where they put their failures? Along with broken walls and wood, there were piles of misshapen furniture. Then, a little further back, several large squared crates stood in a row. Probably the frame for a small one-story dwelling. This is still unfinished. How many times have they redone it? Who knows? In the end, they must not have liked it and tossed it here. Wait, they tossed an entire house? Who are these people? Amy shrugged and searched the scraps, finding beautiful patterned cloth. Well, if that's the case, let's not hesitate to make use of it. He placed a slightly hole-ridden cloth over the frames and on the ground. After securing the cloth with twine, she'd build a simple but spacious tent. Okay, all done. Not bad if I do say so myself. Good for a rest. The far cry from perfect. Has no windows. What about light? Just have to shine brighter. Huh? Now then, let's go collect Mitama cards. Finished with her work, Reimu walked off triumphantly, ignoring Mitama. Disgruntled, Mitama fumed on the spot, but soon chased after Reimu. Insulted at the idea of using itself as light. Okay, why don't we just do these in order? Probably won't recognize quite as many songs in this group compared to some of the others. An 18 hard, that's like one of the easiest hards yet. Damn, more Eurobeat? I approve. I've actually never heard this one. And I'd like to think that I've listened to a number of Touhou Eurobeat songs. Wait, how did I miss? Was that a hold note? I didn't even see that that was a hold note. Apparently I missed there too. Okay, that one I understand. That makes sense. Oh my god, no. Try to throw the book at me, and I wasn't taking it. got too complacent for most of it, and then the ending was just like slightly different than I was used to. Oh, this is an interesting choice for here. I guess it kind of makes sense. I think she does technically hang out in the forest, although I would have thought they would have saved this for the Garden of the Sun, which I'm sure is in this game. A pretty major location. Well, at the very least, I feel like I've gotten used enough to the timing in this game. So at least that part doesn't feel weird. Like, and now at this point, it's just like, it's just a matter of actually getting good at the songs. Maybe now that I've like played some more like 18s, which is kind of the difficulty I was hoping to see more of, especially this early in the game. I think that like actually helped probably the most of anything. Oh wow, never mind. Nothing will ever make up for the inability to understand which button is which. I don't know why I missed the ones at the end there. I was like, oh yeah, it's blue. Let me press one of the yellow buttons. That makes sense. I almost feel like I should have been playing this area before some of the others. Like I went in the wrong order or something. This feels more like an area 2. Oh, Wriggle remix. Don't get a lot of those. Like, I probably heard maybe 2, and one of them was Eurobeat. I don't think this is that one. It's Cool and Create and Beat Mario, so it could be the one I'm thinking of? Oh my god. I don't usually play with this fast of a note speed, holy shit. No, there's no way I'm doing this on this difficulty. Hopefully you can just like skip this song. Because, oh my god, this is... I think we found the Freedom Dive. The Aleph Zero. Well, maybe not Aleph Zero. There's nothing, like, insane going on gimmick-wise, but still. Nope, there's absolutely no way I'm beating this. I was not expecting it to be like fucking 300 BPM. Damn it. Yeah, not even close. Was there even like a BPM thing on that? I somehow still got 14 million in an A. But I still missed like, yeah, 114 misses. There was no way. I'll take the 456 grades considering. Oh, it was only 190 BPM? Bullshit, that was 190 BPM. I don't believe it for a second. Absolutely not. Oh, well, you know what? We already did that, so we'll do the next one. Okay. We're gonna have to do some of these, but we'll come back to those. Okay, hopefully this one's more normal. 128 BPM, that sounds more reasonable. I don't know, like, how fast some of the other songs were, because I was not paying attention. Equipment atomic card is blue, timing for regular notes is greatly reduced. Well, it's not blue, so I think we're fine. Maybe there was, like, something with the gimmick that I should have been looking at, too. That might have helped. Okay, I can say with certainty most of the songs were not this slow. This is definitely on the slower side things. It's like almost too slow to like start messing with me. Now it definitely is too slow to start messing with me. Holy shit. Okay, I'm just like completely offbeat here now. How did I manage to come back from that? That's insane. I had to try so hard to pay attention to like the actual timing, like just watch everything, because it was so slow. Oh nice, what's this? I got, wait, what did I get? I don't even know what that was. Whoops. Maybe it was something for the gallery? Because what I briefly glimpsed in the name didn't sound like something. Okay, what do we... Is there anything here we can, like... A lot of this stuff is probably for the Danmaku thing, I would imagine. Maybe I should just equip a card that's good for that. Like, maybe something like this. This actually might be good. Damage up. I mean, it's not like... I usually get enough P on those things. Maybe you can only equip one of these. Or like have a loadout for the Danmaku stage and a loadout for normal stages. Damage received is somewhat decreased during boss attacks. I don't feel like I take damage at all is the thing. Not really anyways. At least not yet. No time is somewhat extended. That sounds like a cheat card. I'm not going that far. This might be useful actually. Damage up sounds pretty good. Ooh, damage up? Or better... Or you get damage faster. Damage up faster or damage up better. Not sure which one of these would be better. This one's got more lives attached to it. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with this one. We'll equip this one. We'll level it up a few times. There we go. I probably collected like a whole bunch of new characters. Oh, only one. I mean, for regular notes is slightly extended. I don't want that because that's like gonna fuck with me. Could go for that one. 5102 versus 4502, but more damage up. Same amount of bombs. Yeah, they all have only one extra bomb, so there's not really any difference there. 49, 55. Yeah, you want? Let's go for this one for a bit. I'm ready to start doing some combo related stuff, so we'll try that. Okay, which one of these do we need to do next? Well, I guess we can try Danmaku stage now that we've, like, spent all this time trying to set up for it. Wait, what was the other one? Why does this one already have a star? We didn't do this one yet, did we? I don't think we've done this one yet. What kind of stats do we have here? Oh, shit. That's some crazy stats there. No damage? Jeez. Terrain perfect. What does that mean? Poison fog will appear on the screen. Touching it will somewhat reduce your HP. Oh, great. More obstacles to dodge. If it wasn't hard enough before. Well, still only 2 lanes. I bet if we go into, like, free play, there'd be more stuff. We'd be able to do some 4-1s. So I think hitting those sliders is something you just want to do anyways. And you can definitely, like, dash through them as a result. Yeah, okay. Oh, you get... Oh, wow. So there's a lot of leeway on that. Like, it looked like I should have completely missed it, but I was able to hit it anyways. Jeez. Like, right at me, why don't you? Okay, I definitely need to just be following these things. I guess I could go for the 1-up, but I mean, like, if I'm playing well enough to be going for a score, I shouldn't need the 1-up, technically speaking. That dropped my combo? I don't know. No, I didn't drop my combo, but it's definitely draining life, like, fast. How do you dodge that? I guess that's what the dash panels are for, so you do have invincibility, it seems, through them, so that's probably why. That stuff is, like, hard to dodge. Did you do that in the normal game, too? There's been a severe lack of rhythm game notes here. Oh, there they are. Had to jinx it. Yeah, we're still, like, only on the second bar here. Oh my god. The amount of concentration it takes to, like, do, like, 4 different things at once. Not even close. Not even 3 power. It's a good thing I didn't... Oh, I did take the extra 3 power. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be using that, because I'm starting to think... I don't think I ever gotten over 3 power. Like, maybe more than once. So maybe I will use the other card. That might actually be better. I'm going to switch it. I just got a new one. Damage received is somewhat decreased during boss attacks. I mean, that one was close to dying, but, like, it wasn't... That was different. That was because of the poison. I blame stage gimmicks more than anything. Oh, this one has 4 health scaling. Like, compared to this one... Yeah, that's, like, way worse. This one has a bomb. I should really be using those. I'm not good at using bombs in Touhou. Because Touhou penalizes you for using bombs, so I don't use them. The sand-blasted wastes, a card falls into Reimu's hands after her dance. Another Matama card. Doing well, Reimu. Thanks. Ugh. Reimu's vision shook for a moment upon touching the vividly colored card. Unknown images, Reimu's lost memories, came flooding into her head. I was wondering how, like, new we'd be going with the lore here. This game came out 2 years ago, but it's, like, considered one of the newer games. Like, it's only 3 games old by this point. Actually, technically 2 games old, because it came out late. It was deep underground, below Old Hell, the former hell of blood pools. What used to be a place of red, hot blood was now cold and hard and black. 2 figures stood in this dark space. It was Reimu and the one in charge of this place, Yuma Totetsu. I'll get right to the point. You didn't kidnap a human, did you? What? You mean the recent incident? Yuma cackled. She was entirely unmoved by Reimu's presence. Wasn't me. My hunger couldn't be stated by 10 or even 20 humans. I don't know yokai business, but you look like you really didn't do it. Yes, it's not worthwhile to collect such small desires after all. Yuma laughed. Not a giggling, scheming laugh this time. It was the dismissive scoff, as if she was giving up on the whole thing. Well, this dried up place. All the desires are gone and nothing's boiling. And it will never return to its original state either. Pointless. No matter what you do, it's meaningless. Akane Shrine Maiden. No matter how frantically you run around, whatever you do is futile. Everything is futile, maybe so, but I have to act anyway. Amy wasn't sure if she'd voice her response out loud. Amy's vision suddenly blurred. Don't mind the fact that she just carries around a giant spork. Easily the most random Touhou of them all. Suddenly she found herself back in the desert. What happened? Who murmured, retracing the memories she just recalled. When she lifted her head, the blue ball of flame was swaying. It'll be dark soon. Right. We'll go back. Responded Mitama and returned to her homemade tent near the village. Back in the village, the ephemerals were still busy building. But again, everything was under construction, with nothing complete in sight. Do they really want to finish this place? Oh. Amy noticed a single stone statue being built in an open area. A statue of a man clad in cloth, inscribed with the title, The Traveler. The cloth was so detailed that it seemed as if the stone was fluttering. The lone ephemeral had carved out a stone statue of a remarkable perfection. Hey, what's this statue? Amy approached and spoke to the ephemeral holding a chisel and hammer. A perfect monument befitting our perfect village. It's almost complete. Just needs to take some off here and... Ah! The yelp, the ephemeral swiftly began to break the statue with the hammer. Hey, what are you doing? Statue's a failure. Look. However slight, this isn't straight. No, I think it was more than straight enough. Even a minor curve makes it imperfect. I'll remake it. The ephemeral deftly shattered the statue and tidied it away. A mountain of shards was piled up where it was discarded. Seeing this, Mitama exclaimed in admiration. What a pile of stone. How many times have you redone this? Not including my predecessor's count, this would be the 440th time. And if you include it, I could accurately say, there were 2 predecessors before him too. Amy, listening to this conversation, clenched her trembling fists. You morons! Do you know about compromise? Not at all. If they did, the village would be long finished. Hey, Amy, what's wrong? Amy approached the ephemeral with a huff and snatched his tools. What are you doing? The ephemeral fell and Amy looked down, staring emphatically. You'll die before you finish it. I'll make it. I'll show you. So obsessed with perfection you can't solve anything. Amy chisels away at the stone. Slab slowly takes on a human shape. Ephemeral soon gathered around Amy as she whittled away at the stone. Did she even know how to carve a statue? Didn't seem like the artistic type. Now it's complete. Amy lowered her hands and proudly showed the stone statue. The statue was indeed beautifully sculpted, but lacked arms. But it doesn't have arms? It doesn't look complete to me. Not sure of how to evaluate this in perfect form. They tilted their heads. But Amy spoke proudly. That's right, some things are missing. But who cares? I focus on what I really wanted to show you. With all my effort, made a sublime masterpiece. Ephemerals were greatly perplexed by Reimu's unflappable attitude. Masterpiece? When it's not perfect? Yeah, because I'm happy with the way the statue turned out. This statue means a lot to me, the person who made it. Reimu points to the half-built buildings and furniture scattered throughout. Same goes for you guys. Just because something's perfect doesn't mean it's meaningful. Your hard work is what makes it all meaningful. Reimu took a deep breath and shouted at the ephemerals. Everything here has value, even if it's imperfect. Hearing Reimu's shout, the ephemerals looked at each other. And if it's imperfect, it has value. The small murmurs grew and soon became cheers. See, We are all too obsessed with perfection. It doesn't matter if it's unfinished to others. It's okay if it's imperfect. We should make things that have value to ourselves. The Ephemeral set to work with great enthusiasm. We'll head into an open space in order to perform the Reigen Kaisei, the prayer that would restore Gensokyo. Mitama asked a question. So, what did you really want to accomplish there? Amy stammered, awkwardly avoiding making eye contact. Actually, I did plan on making arms. I want to show them the value in completing something, but not so particular while making it. She ran out of materials to make arms. Almost like she was striving for perfection. So I figured, forget the arms. Then it ended up how it did. In the end, that was all I could say to them. Don't you think I managed to wrap things up nicely? Wow, you sure are a show-off. Thomas' truly dismayed voice echoed. Would have sighed if it had a face. Oh, shut it. It's done. Here, let's go. Amy sped up her steps to play it off, moving swiftly along the wasteland. Blue light followed behind her. She's just like falling into success, but you know what? That's what she does. So it's honestly, this is par for the course. Weren't we here in like a previous scene? Kind of went here twice. Hey, Moo, are you here? No answer. Well, this wouldn't be hard work if she just showed up. I guess that's it. I'll go search deeper in the forest. Huh? There's a lot of people in the forest. Interesting. I'll take a look. Oh, I thought something was going on. It's a magical item bazaar. Can't miss out on this. I gotta look around really closely. Maybe there's something rare here. I mean, maybe Reimu is here. Yeah, she doesn't care at all about her friend. Can't stop smiling. What a crazy bargain. New stuff is cheap, and all the old stuff is pricey. Someone mess up? Well, not my problem. Okay, this place next. Excuse me. I feel like she might not have understood. She seems like she doesn't understand the value of money here. How does she even have money? She lives in this forest alone. She runs a shop that no one visits. Where is she getting cash from? Oh, welcome. You're in an uncharacteristically good mood. Oh, this is your shop, Alice. Well, let's see what you've got. Take your time. I hope something catches your eye. Right. Oh yeah, is Reimu here? Reimu? I've been in the forest the whole time, but I haven't seen her. I see. Where did she run off to? Hey, Marissa, since you're looking for her, could you give this to her? Her bow was ripped, so I fixed it. Would you mind? Yeah, sure. I got it. Give me something for free in exchange. I suppose. Here, this handkerchief. I fixed it too. It's valuable. A used handkerchief. Why is used old stuff more expensive? You don't know? Vintage stuff is all the rage now. The value increases for things that are used and imperfect. That broom you've been using, for example, it'd be quite valuable now. Whoa, I don't plan on letting it go, but that's kind of nice to hear. Hey, you there, miss. You have something rather good there. That broom. And this hat. Oh, how lovely. May I take a look? Oh, what the hell? Well, I guess it doesn't hurt to just show you. I think it does. My word, such a wonderful broom. Look at this frayed straw. The handle is slightly splintered, too. Love how badly maintained it looks. When you put it like that, sounds kinda weird. This old-fashioned hat is amazing. You see that's dirty and beat up. Miss, how about it? Let me buy this broom. Well, Marissa? Well, of course. What a deal. I'm not. Are you kidding? Badly maintained and beat up? Is that supposed to be a compliment? I'm not selling. My stuff is too primo for anyone to buy. Wait. Jeez. People are desperate. I mean, what's anyone gonna do with a broom? Like, they could say it can fly, but like, no one's gonna believe them. Sheesh, parents isn't everything. It's not just about raggedy stuff. The value comes from getting it messed up while trying to perfect it. Well, even if they understood that, I don't plan on selling my things. Anyway, looks like Reimu isn't here. I'll go look elsewhere. Now, it's implied that this took place in the past, right? Or is this like the desert's in like a slightly alternate dimension? Wait, what are we doing now? There's still more, right? Do I need to do more things? We have to complete more stages, maybe? Oh, wait, no, there's new story here, right. That's probably what the yellow means. Yeah, okay, I see. That makes sense. Shine Maiden's outfit fluttered and the fireball floated over the sand. Been to a few ephemeral villages. Just have to keep doing Danmaku Kagura and prayers, right? Right. Ephemerals are mostly in Gensokyo's towns and forests, or spots where major events occurred. Praying in these spots is efficient and makes it easier to get cards. Tama asked Reimu questions as she slowly made her way through the dunes. That reminds me. What did you think of the ephemeral villages? There's so many strange characters all over. Oh? You didn't enjoy it? Amused, Mitama swayed from side to side in front of her face. Reimu frowned as she brushed it off with annoyance. Why would I like people like that? Each village just complains and whines. It annoys me that they don't do anything about it. Reimu, you're in no position to complain about people being lazy. I'll slap you down. Oh, yikes. Reimu's hand swung down toward the ball, but it was easily averted. I don't know if you should be slapping fire. That seems like a bad idea. Reimu sniffled as she folded her arms, having missed her target. Am I just gonna keep meeting people like that? I don't wanna. No, don't say that. They're the only ones who can speak to you aside from me. Here, there are no humans or yokai like those that were once in Gensokyo. The existence of ephemerals who speak and live like people provided some undeniable relief to Reimu as she traveled, regaining the memories of living in a world of abundance. I'm almost wondering if, like... Yeah, it says that she caused the incident, but it seems more like she went to another place. Because, like, surely this is... Where she is right now is connected to the fact that Marissa can't find her. I would think, anyways. You're right. Maybe interacting with some rather odd people is preferable to talking to a creepy fireball. Hey now. Reimu poked Mitama with her gohei as it flew around, disgruntled. The gohei rod that felt so familiar in her hand was with Reimu when she woke up. She'd remembered it over the course of her journey. The stick, with a number of squares of Japanese paper attached to the tip, was once a tool she used as a shrine maiden. Well, at any rate, Mitama card collecting is going well. I'm glad you seem to be regaining your memories. Still so fragmented, there's so much I don't know. Mitama cards and their memories she regained so far. Vaguely thinking of these unfamiliar things, Reimu's vision was suddenly disturbed. Behind her tightly closed eyelids, she saw an image filled with static. That looks pretty bad. It was an utterly absurd scene, even for Gensokyo. Something emerged from the depths of the blue sky, a huge cylindrical structure, cracked, rusted, and dingy. Debris spilled out in pieces and glass scattered into particles of light. The huge inorganic structure was out of place for Gensokyo. Reimu already knew that the thing that fell through the clouds was the ruin of a building that was supposed to be in the outside world. Oh, that explains the skyscrapers. I actually didn't think they were gonna do anything about that. Building fell. It fell straight down toward Reimu. Reimu simply stared up at it in astonishment. The sun was blocked out and the area grew dim. Wind whistling in her ears was deafening. Countless tiny shards of glass ripped at her skin. Forgetting to speak, Reimu looked up at the looming ruin. The building was falling, and falling, and falling. And she died. The end. Then, the memory ended in a snap, and Reimu came back to herself with a start. She saw the color of the sand she was so tired of seeing. Reimu, what happened? Did you glitch out? Floating Mitama peered into Reimu's face. The vivid blue of her travel companion soothed her agitated mind. Reimu breathed in a little deeper and exhaled. Used her rod to slap the bright blue with a light cracking sound. Ouch! What was that all about? Is there any reason to hit me? I feel like you were mocking me. Let's just hurry on to the next village. Stepping in front of Mitama, Amy once again moved along the wasteland. He looked up at the sky overhead and mumbled quietly. Did I die back then? Crushed by that huge cylindrical ruin. Perhaps this wasteland was the world after death. Who knows? Watching Reimu's back as she moved away, Mitama flickered its blue light once and flew back to her. I thought she's been to the land after death before. It certainly didn't look this sandy. Can't believe she's so hard to find. The shrine, the forest, the mansion. I've looked all over the place. Stupid Reimu. Why are you messing around hiding from me? No sense in searching aimlessly. I'll try taking a breather for now. Found faint magic power nearby. There must be a cool magic item, right? Is it over there? Over here? It's hard to tell. Oh. Ha! I sense magic from this white rock. Let me dig it up quickly. Whoa, it's buried pretty solid. Maybe if I use a stick... There. Huh? What's this? So that's how you found this. Well, I understand your confusion. Round rock painted red and white, just like Reimu's yin-yang orbs. Right? Isn't it strange? This orb was buried in the ground. Not just covered in a bit of dirt. It's trampled below the earth. I don't think it's Reimu's. I think it's from an older shrine maiden. I don't know who owns it. However, it is indeed a yin-yang orb. Who it belongs to and why it was buried is something you'd have to investigate. Why not ask Reimu directly? Take this to the shrine. If I could do that, I wouldn't be here. She's gone. Looks like she went out. Oh. Exterminating yokai, perhaps? I wonder. I looked around, but for some reason I can't find her. So I'll leave the investigating to you. Huh? I'm sure I'll see her soon, but it'd be nice if this gave me some kind of clue. You can't just make me. Well, I'm off to look for Reimu. Thanks for the help. Seems like she can. I didn't say I'd do it. Wait, Marissa? Fine. Guess I can take a quick look. Holy shit. Where are these places? That's one hell of a lava pool. What happened there? Oh, there's the radio tower. Alright. Oh, we got a whole bunch of new places now. Yeah, we seem to be going for, like, the grand tour. Okay, there's the underworld. Temple, human village. There's, like, there was another place that was up somewhere else. I thought there was, like, one above this. What time is it? That's something else I should probably be considering. Oops. 7 o'clock. Alright, we can go for a little longer, I think. Where should we go next? Seem almost like they'd be the same place. At least with like the Forest of Magic, there's a number of unique locations and things that happen there, but Ayente and the Bamboo Forest are kind of intertwined most of the time, so it's kind of weird they separate it here. Why don't we go here? This place seems fairly unique. She jumped into a dark hole in the ground and went down, down, down. At the end of the long vertical cave, likely once a geyser, there was a dark rocky area strewn with various sizes of stones. She jumped down after Mitama blinked to tell her that it was the next spot. Amy was relieved to find out it was less messy than she expected. Wow, really some decent room here. I told you it'd be fine to just jump down. The red lights shimmering on the rock walls were probably lava. When she squinted, she could see a dazzling glow in the distance. And the dark underground devoid of sun was bright enough to see around, and with it brought a slightly sweaty warmth. Must have been lava. The area was covered with rocks, with not a single house in sight. So, you said there was an ephemeral village here too, right? Doesn't look like there's anyone here. There is, it's fine. This is the right spot. Probably. You should be assertive about it. Huh? Thought she heard something mixed with the sound of boiling lava. She could faintly hear laughter from behind a particularly huge rock. See? Well, good then. Amy and Mitama approached the voices. Beyond the large boulders was a group of ephemerals talking in a circle. I want to make a shopping district where people can freely open stores. Not bad. Then I'll make this flat area a park where people can relax. And we'll make bronze statues of us in the park. Ephemerals spoke cheerfully to each other with exaggerated gestures. Reimu blinked at the lively voices echoing in the desolate, rocky terrain. Eventually, one ephemeral noticed Reimu and spoke to her with a grin. Hey, are you a traveler? What are you doing here? I heard there's a village nearby. Ephemeral looked at its friends and bowed its head apologetically. I'm sorry, we do live around here, but we don't have any buildings to accommodate travelers yet. The next moment, the ephemeral looked up and raised its fist to the sky. Still, that just means we don't have one right now. That's right, just now we were talking about building a town. Oh. Overwhelmed by the surge of enthusiasm and overflowing vitality, Reimu was flustered. Tama made a sound of realization beside her. That's why you were talking about building a park. Exactly. For example, we'll put a big gate around here. This will be the main street. We'll put down some soil and plants, and then... Is anything gonna grow down here? Reimu was impressed by the ephemerals taking turns to explain with gusto the type of town they wanted to build and the plans they had. Compared to the ephemerals she'd seen elsewhere, these were such upright, positive, lively people. I don't know, I think those complimenting people were pretty upright and positive. So then here will be a restaurant district with great food. Will you make an inn for travelers here then? Reimu had grown excited listening to them talk happily about their plans and gave her own suggestion. The ephemerals were stunned and in the next moment excited. Yes, the town would thrive if travelers came. Thank you. If you would, tell us more of your thoughts. So the meeting, now including Reimu, was very lively, but... when everyone's ideas had been exhausted, one of the ephemerals spoke. Now then, decide what to do next. But the voice of the ephemeral echoed unnaturally against the rocks. The ephemerals who had been actively sharing their thoughts fell silent, avoiding each other's gazes and looking away. Uh-huh? What happened, everyone? Reimu and Mitama looked around at the ephemerals in bewilderment. Eventually, scattered, evasive responses came forth. Oh, first we should think about the shopping district. That's right. What do we do? Shops require some work. Maybe something else first. Ah, this is the lazy town. Fine, let's put a pin in that. Next up is the park. There was no constructive feedback for the next item either. The ephemerals continued to lazily dodge making any conclusions, and in the end the meeting adjourned with nothing agreed upon. Reimu watched the ephemerals as they dispersed. They were so gung-ho at first. What happened? Hey, you there! Yes? They called the last remaining ephemeral to come over. That meeting just now. You guys all went silent. Yeah, that always happens. Every time. You decide on something and creates responsibility. Isn't that scary? Ephemeral answered as if it were obvious and continued with a smile. So no one wants to decide on anything. What the... Reimu muttered with a sigh. It seemed the ephemerals were just as odd as the rest. Reimu, who had grown tired of dealing with the ephemerals, changed the subject. Hey, is there somewhere we can rest? And eat too? Huh? No way! As you can see, this place isn't a town yet. We don't need a spectacular inn, just lend me a futon. No, if something happens, I can't take responsibility. It was dumb to even ask. Parting with the ephemeral, Reimu decided to go ahead and use a nearby cave. Oh, cave camping. Sounds surprisingly fun, doesn't it? Aren't they in a cave? Are you gonna go in a cave inside a cave? Ow, I feel depressed just thinking about sleeping on the hard ground. Placing her belongings on a rock, her shoulders slumped dejectedly. What kind of music do we have in here? I feel like I've heard this one before, maybe not. Alright, well, we'll do a couple more here. I don't know if we'll finish this area. See how long this takes. But there'll definitely be a part 2 of this. Definitely finish this. I don't know how long this game is supposed to be, but... Oh, I didn't realize there's, like, smog on this level, too. Okay, this is, like, actually terrible smog. I hate this. It's worse than before. I didn't know there's, like, multiple difficulties. I wonder what the chances there are of, like, A1 being in this somewhere. I could say pretty high. You know, that would be my prediction. It's hard to get the timing for them when you can't see those sections. Yeah, that wasn't like alternating, that's like gallops. It just looks like alternating. Oh, okay, recovered at the end. That was a B after all that. Yeah, that was like... the fog was way worse than I thought it was. Oh, that was A1. I knew it sounded familiar. That's why I thought of it. Because I knew it was, and then didn't, like, realize it was. That's why that song sounded familiar, because I'm pretty sure I played that song in a different rhythm game. Not Osu, surprisingly enough, but something else. I mean, for regular notes, it's somewhat reduced. Oh, it's going to be even harder, is it? I'm fine with that. It's only a 19. As long as there's no smog, no poison, nothing like that, we're fine. Oh, that was a chord. Oh my god, fuck that. Nice. That one had like a very consistent rhythm to it. Only 7 misses. Well, I didn't get any of the missions though. 70 or fewer grades or lower notes upon song completion. Yeah, no, unfortunately. Didn't think that was gonna happen. Is there any... Oh, there's only one Danmaku stage in this one. Weird. Wait, what was the gimmick here? Oh, it's fog again? Fuck. Yeah, this is terrible. I hate it. Am I going like too fast probably? That's probably also not helping. I can't even see the blue lane on the left. Oh my god. I have no idea where things are coming. Yeah, it's really hard to time those scale sections when you can't see them at all. Somehow managed to still get an A with that bullshit, but like no, that wasn't happening. Okay, well let's like at least survey the songs here, and then maybe next time we'll actually try and finish this thing. At least give him a try. Oh, I know this song. The other anime opening. What was the gimmick for this? Because it's clearly not fog, thank god, but maybe it's just like more punishing misses or something? No, what happened there? My fingers just like did not want to hit that one key. Like that. That one was just early. Definitely a lot of early notes there. That really shouldn't have been hidden early. Oh, 50 fewer bands, that's pretty good. I'll take a mission clear. I wonder if the mission clears get me anything. Or if they're just kind of for fun. Alright, what's the next one? Oh, this one. Oh, that's definitely a newer song. Well, I like that this game's not sticking to the old standby classics. I like that it's using a lot of newer stuff. But this song is, at least in other rhythm games I've played it, really tricky. What even is this section? This is the section I was afraid of, because it sounds so, like, off. Ah, that timing is so tricky on that one. Extremely tricky. Like, I don't think any of those notes are, like, on those sections are on beat. Like, each one's, like, slightly a different beat. Okay, let's see if we can do this one, and then we'll probably call it here. I'm curious to see if we go into, like, free play, if we can do, like, I want to see if there's a 4 key. I want to see what a 4 key one of these looks like. And then I'll probably end it. Oh, she's shooting poison. I need to be careful. I didn't even realize there was poison, because, like, the background is purple and then the poison is purple. Oh my god, no. I had to, like, watch the screen for a second. Because the poison just got, like, too intense. Shit, don't put me right in the poison like that. Thank God I have 7 lives, because, like, I see why you need the lives, because, like, well, apparently you can do this without dying. I don't know how. That sounds insane. What's my power at? It's at 4, okay. I guess you really are supposed to use bombs. Maybe bombs aren't just optional. Could very well be. Okay, can I at least, like, get to the last health bar? That'd be kind of cool. Come on. A little bit of a grace period. Yeah, there we go. Not bad. Stage clear, barely. I don't know if maybe you don't have to collect those tiers. I feel like you do though. Like it feels like they're placed in such a way that how do we get out of here? Yeah, let's see what free mode looks like. They're placed in such a way that you're supposed to. So does this show how many songs there's supposed to be? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here we haven't even seen yet. So I mean, maybe we'll just have to. I don't know. Some of these are like exclusive to free mode. They could very well be. In which case, we'll definitely come and check them out at some point. Where's that Toby Fox song? Is that in here somewhere? Can we like... No, we can't like sort by... What's number? Oh, here we go. Song name? I think I remember what it was called. Maybe. This is all H though. We gotta go down to... No, up to B. I think that's what... Was it under B? I don't know what it's under. Honestly. I don't know where it is. I guess we'll find it next time. Unless we can sort by, like, artist. Oh, circle name. That would actually help, actually. That would make it under T. Somewhere. Oh, we're under A currently. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Did I see it? There it is. Damn, that sounds amazing. Okay. We'll probably play this one next time for sure. It sounds pretty fucking cool though. So yeah, I guess that will be on the schedule for next time we play this game, which will be next Wednesday for sure. I'll be back Friday with Minecraft. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, tomorrow I'm busy with stuff. I need to plan a Final Fantasy stream at some point because there's the Valentine's event, so that'll come in the near future. Sometime before the 14th, but I still have a few days to try and figure that out. So, Minecraft this Friday, the last bit of Picross on Monday, and continuation of Crisis Core on Tuesday. Well, in the meantime, I hope everyone enjoyed tonight. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.